Hey everybody, how are we today? I'm doing a live early instead of doing it at night so I don't annoy anybody and hopefully that I get a few people coming in. I'm going to be talking about random stuff, but more than anything, I am going to be talking about, without being pushy, without being a beggar, without being anything of the sort, I'm going to talk about what I really need help with, guys, and this is where I'm going to need your help. I'm going to need help getting a Velocity fan. They're not very expensive, but if you can help, please donate to the link in the description. If you can't, then that's fine too. Just sit back, relax, and enjoy that show. I haven't got a topic in mind as per usual, but whoever wants to come up on panel with me is more than welcome to. Just give me a heads up. So I'll actually do it now. So then that way, oopsies, sorry, fucked up there. I see it as that if people want to join me, like I said, everybody is welcome. And I can't read things. Hey, Kelly, how you doing, sweetheart? Good to see you. How was your Christmas and New Year's? And like I said, if anyone wants to join me on panel, please feel free to. I will be posting the StreamYard link in chat. Hey, Rosaling, how you doing, sweetheart? Oh, sorry, other people have been saying hello too. I'm trying to read things here. Oh, thank you, darling. Rosaling, Foxy Lady, welcome, sweetheart. Welcome to DJ Aussie Mum. Kelly, like I think I said Kelly, hello to you before, sorry. And Elizabeth, hello, everybody. I am hoping that today's live will bring you some entertainment. If not, oh well, shit happens, and shit will continue to happen because unfortunately that's the way YouTube is these days. But seconds and I already I removed myself from the studio because the screen was a bit too big. But yeah, so like I said, if you're great, if you can't, that's fine too. As I always said, please don't feel as though you have to, like, yeah, you just don't have to do anything. Pedestal fans, all they do is circulate hot air. So if you don't have air conditioning, like I don't, it circulates the hot air in your house. And it does, or your unit, or your apartment, or your flat, whatever you call it in your part of the world. With me, I have morning sun in the back of the house, afternoon sun in the middle of the house, and then as the sun is setting, it's at the front of the house. Or sometimes it can be morning sun in the front, which my bedroom's at the front of the unit, and then in the sets at the back of the house. So I get no breather. Hey Mia, good to see you and welcome to my chat. I think this is the first time you've been here. Yeah, so I am trying my hardest to save up, but because I have my own bills, as I'm sure all of you do, due to Christmas and New Year's, I'm pretty sure you all spent up big on your loved ones. Like I said, if you can spare a little bit, please do. But if you can't, don't feel bad for it because it's completely fine. But I'm just, I don't know. I'm happy that I have at least I've been speaking to 3 amazing women this morning and a little bit this afternoon, and I'm very fortunate that they're in here tonight for if you're in America. But today for here in Australia. But like I said, I'm just trying my absolute hardest to. Oh, okay. There's a robot, is there? Oh shit. Okay, hang on. Yeah, I'm live. Oh, you girls and men, if there's men, I don't even think there's any men in here, so that's cool. I'm fine with that. Hey, Jones, man. But like I said, I just want everyone that comes into my chat to know that they're safe, they have a voice, and more than anything, I want people to know that I might have a channel called True Crime Discussions, but I also want you guys to know, or you ladies, or anyone that tunes in, live or after the fact, I want you all to know that there is a place for everybody on the YouTube circuit. I don't want people thinking as though that if they go and experience life on another channel and they're disrespected, that all channels are like that, because they're not. Like, I'm very fortunate to have Mia in here tonight, and she has her own channel, and she's also one that allows people to have freedom of speech on her channel. So she is one of the very few, myself included, that allows people to be able to speak their minds, as long as you're respectful to her and respectful to her channel and respectful for her point of view. She will do the same for you. She will respect you as a person. She will respect your point of view. But if you go on her channel and mine and you disrespect us, we're not likely to want to listen to what you have to say. But we always say everybody's entitled to an opinion, because everybody is. You know, I don't want people thinking that they're reserved or not, what they can't talk about. There's certain obviously by YouTube's guidelines, there's certain things we're not allowed to talk about, and we all respect that. I respect anybody who comes up on my panel, but the moment you start disrespecting or you start disrespecting other creators, you won't only be removed from the panel, you will be removed from my stream. It's just because it all comes back on how I deal with crisis. But like I said, the StreamYard link is in the chat. If I need to post it again, so be it. But just know that everybody is welcome on my channel, as long as you are respectful to the people in chat. If you like, it's the same if you're in chat and people have a difference of opinions than you do, try and show them respect, because it takes a lot of courage for someone to come up on panel or go into a chat or comment or whatever they do to put their point of view across. I want people to know that that is always welcome on my channel. No one is going to be told, nah, you're fucking wrong. No. If you're brave enough to have an opinion, then your opinion matters. And that's the way I will always try and push that envelope a little bit further, to make sure that people do feel safe about voicing their opinions, because your opinion might be heard by the right person and it might actually help with a case that needs to be solved, might help leading to a capture of someone if you're talking about something. Either way, never ever, and I mean this to every single person that is in here, please do not feel as though that you can't. Well, thank you. Thank you, Rosaline. You're a sweetheart. You're welcome to come up here too, Rosaline, if you want to, darling. Please know that. Hey, Matt. How you doing, darling? Everybody's welcome up here. Everybody is. So, hang on. I'm trying to read things here. It's a little bit difficult at the moment, but I just want everybody to know. Oh, thank you, Foxy. You're a sweetheart. Every one of you, like I said, if you want to come up and talk and say g'day, please feel free to. If Rosaline just posted the StreamYard link again for me, so thank you. But like I said, everyone's welcome. So if anyone, and I do say this now, if anyone does come up here, for the people that are left in chat that aren't on panel, please make sure you try your hardest to, and I mean really try your hardest to see that if you're on panel, just think of it, that how you felt when you very first appeared on a panel and you were trying to get your point across, or your point of view of when I talked to Chris Watts. How did all of you feel when you first came up here? I have a guest. This lady was my first guest when I first started YouTube, and she's my guest now. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Everybody's welcome. How you doing?
Misty Mia, get up here.
Yes, Rosaline, you too, sweetheart.
Foxy lady and Mia, join me, please. Or join us.
Yes, join on panel. It's everybody's welcome. And like I said, if you don't like what we're talking about, instead of reporting it or complaining about it, just leave. Because at the end of the day, I want my channel to have people who are not, I'm sorry to talk over you for a second, Elizabeth, but like I said, I want every single person to know that they are welcome. And I want people to know that their points of view, whatever I'm talking about, is going to be is important, because it's not right. If you've got a YouTube channel and you are going to then basically blank people, hang on, who? Oh, Rosalie. Yay.
Hello. Oh my gosh, it's so good to see you guys.
Elizabeth meet Rosalie. Rosalie meet Elizabeth.
I'm
Rosalind
waving.
Ling and I have already met. Hello.
Oh, well then, sorry.
I, right?
How was your Christmas, Rosalie, and your
It
New
was
Year?
very uneventful, which is really okay with me. It's great. It was great. Just chill and, it
Happy
felt,
New Year.
and to you, all of you, trying to pull up different things on my screen now because it's been a minute since I've done this.
Yeah.
Got it.
Like March.
Oh, Elizabeth, this woman that's on panel with us, she reminds me
Yes.
so much of that actress, Gina Davis, I think it is, who was in A League of Their Own.
Oh,
And
yeah.
her voice reminds me of that. So anytime she's on
I
panel with
love
me,
her
I'd want her to
voice.
talk.
Aw,
So do
you
I.
guys are so sweet. Thanks. That's really
And
sweet.
she's always so good. She seems to
Oh,
know her
you're-
computer stuff.
That's because I'm so freaking old. Oh my
You're
goodness.
not that old, darling.
Oh, honey, if you only knew. I'm old enough to be your mom.
Oh, I have another mum. So there's you, Foxy Lady, Mia, Elizabeth, and now Rosalind. I am spoilt for mums. I'm and a birth mother, obviously.
Hi, Matt. I just brought up the chat, so
Oh,
I've forgotten.
oh, sorry.
so
I thought you
much.
said you brought something up for me to share. Sorry, but no. The thing is, though, I'm 40 years old now, so I could be. I could be your daughter. Yeah.
Yes, you could. My son is
Maybe not.
41.
You is
Oh,
single?
Tammy, you're cutting in and out.
Oh, hang on. I'll go into my lounge room. I'm right near my bed. So I'll go into my lounge room. So I'm
And
not
Elizabeth,
right near it. Okay, that might be a bit better.
Elizabeth, that's a beautiful horse.
Oh, her name is Dakota. She was born on Christmas Eve.
Wow.
She's a
Painted pony?
well, she was her part paint. Yep. She just got the little white star.
Awesome.
Everybody's welcome on panel.
Oh, everybody
Rosalind
should
shared
jump up
the
there.
link too.
Come on, Miss Mia.
Oh, I'll see if I can share it
please,
again. Give me a second.
Mia.
Nobody wants to. Do you know the
Foxy lady.
Yeah.
Foxy lady.
Foxy, move your.
There's the link again. Yay.
Oh, thank you. How are you able to copy and paste that?
She's so good.
Because I am
Talent.
a wrench, a moderator for you. So
Oh
I can
yeah.
copy and paste anything.
Oh, that's so sneaky. Sorry, I'm in a very good mood today. I don't know why,
Glad you are.
but I am.
love it.
We love it. We love it when you're in a good mood. And we
Yeah.
always come and encourage you to keep that good mood going on for 2023 because it's going to be.
Oh,
It's her
I intend
year.
to.
It's going to be.
Because I see it as that with every time someone wants to say something negative about me, I'm going to try and find 5 positives about it that could lead to something better.
That's my
And
girl.
if I can't, then I just ignore it. It's easy.
Excellent. My first thing that I usually do when people bring me something negative is I acknowledge them and say, thank you for sharing that with me. Now, do you want me to fix something? Did you just need to get it off your chest? I just want to clarify why you're sharing such information with me.
Exactly. Because I always say to my brother because he used to have this friend who would always be negative towards him. And I would say to him, I said, you've got to ask yourself, what, apart from negativity, what does he bring to your life? And what does he hope to achieve by being negative towards you?
Yep.
And the funny thing is, though, I think that about myself now. When people want to talk about me badly, I just don't care anymore because I see it as that you want to talk negative, fine. Talk about my channel negatively, fine, because it's going to encourage other people to come in and see what I'm all about and realize that I'm not such a horrible person. I am trying to make sure that everybody, when I leave my chat, or leave the live, I should say, people are going to be feeling good about themselves, and I'm not going to allow people to feel bad. And that's the same when I'm talking to Elizabeth privately. I always make sure that I try my hardest to make her laugh a few times, because if she's having a bad day, if I can hear her laugh, then I know that
Right.
I've succeeded in making her feel good for a little bit. So, but I
And
love
that's
your
great.
I
voice,
say
Rosalie.
put their
Thank
stuff
you.
on the speaker.
Okay.
Hey, Jet's mom, get your butt up here.
Jet's mom, oh my God, you have to come live. Oh, please, please take the link. It's here.
Yeah,
I'll
click
drop
the
it
link.
again.
Everybody, come on up. I can
Oh
think
my
apparently I can
God.
hold
Oh
up
my
to 10
God. Oh my
people.
God. Here's the link again. Boom. There you go. Everybody come on.
Yes,
Oh,
let's
God.
just pressure Jet's mom to say, Jet's mom.
Oh,
And Mia
my
and
soul
Foxy
sister.
Lady.
Take
And Matt, if you want to be the only dude.
Yeah, come join us, Matt.
Yeah, everybody come
We
up.
don't
It's all
bite
good.
that
Everybody's
hard.
welcome. I
We
can't
just
read what Jet's
nibble.
mom looks like.
Jet's mom says we're watching a movie. I'll be by soon, I promise. Girl, I
I
can't tell
heard
you how
that
much I
once
love
before.
you. Well,
I
listen,
always hear,
Tammy,
I'm watching a movie with Jet.
look at my
Mhm.
life. Yay. Let's
Yay,
see,
look,
Tammy.
you're welcome up here too, darling.
She says she's at a Comic-Con selling things and no earbuds, but saw us all and wanted to say a quick hi. Hi, Locomine. My
Oh,
goodness, it's good to see you. It's good
I
to
remember
see
when I first heard Locomine's voice.
See,
I actually
yeah.
believe I'm not meaning this to be disrespectful, Locomine, so please, please, please forgive me. I actually thought that her voice was put on.
Funny thing, huh? People think mine is too, but no, this is me. This is me.
Oh,
You have an awesome
like
voice.
Foxy Lady loves the way I say "fuck off." She loves it. It's like I just say it like everybody else.
She says
Are-
it's so pretty.
There's a creator I used to watch that wanted me to say this term and made me get up in the camera. Well, encouraged me to get up in the camera and give my best New York. Back the fuck up. And there's a clip of that out there somewhere, because that's not usually the language I
back
use.
the fuck off. Yeah, because they don't say off, they go oof. Oof.
Off.
Officers. Hey, where are the police officers?
Yeah, right.
Mm.
It's so funny. But Tammy, I wanted to make sure I got up here and told you how proud I am of you that
Thank
you've
you.
made such
Aw.
growth in the almost year that I've known you and
Yep.
been listening and watching your steps and everything. And I
Thank
just
you.
want to give you a big old virtual hug and know that I'm
Aw.
here. And I can't
Thank
always help
you.
the way I like to help, but when I can, I'm going to. So know that.
Oh, thank you
Aw.
so much, sweetheart. That generally means a very, very big deal to me. Thank you.
You
And
are
your
more
friendship
than
means a lot to me as well. Thank you, Ma.
And I
I'll
love
call
that we
you
can
Ma.
call. I love that we can call anytime. I love that.
Oh, well, you can, because I hardly sleep, but you can call me anytime you need to talk or get something off your chest. You can always call me.
And that's really nice. But the thing is, because I grew up in a different era, that you
Mhm.
don't share your crap. You don't tell people your problems. And so it's really been challenging for me to be able to trust people I haven't met yet
Yep.
and open up with a lot of things. That's another reason I shut down my channel, because I had to realize that there was a particular creator who was attacking me because they thought I was insincere. Go fig.
What a
Yeah. What a
We won't
fuckhead.
we won't go. Yeah, what a fuck up, right? But we won't go into that too deeply. It made me
well,
stop and
don't
realize.
believe that crap.
Well, I
No.
don't, because I know this particular person and how they attack people when they're hurting. So it was something I handled.
Sad.
But it made me realize that what am I doing on YouTube? What is it that I'm wanting to accomplish? And do I need to prove anything to anybody? And it was like, yeah, no, I don't.
Hell no.
So I shut it down, and I still kept the channel. I mean, obviously, I still have my name here, but I took all the pictures down. I hid all the, made
Get
all
back
the.
up.
Nah, I'm not ready yet. No,
Oh,
I'm not
well,
quite
when
ready
you're
yet.
ready.
Well, when you're ready, just know
We're
that
here
I'll
to
be the
watch
first
if
one to
you
raise
do.
my hand and say, I'll be a mod.
Oh, you guys are
Me
sweet.
too.
Thank you. Well, the
Because
thing
you're awesome.
Thanks. I went back to some of the, I went back and rewatched some of them. And the thing is, this is my normal pattern of speech. I normally speak about this fast. And some of my, specifically slow down Sundays, I got this incredible mic and I would get down to the mic and I would talk like this and it would be all ASMR, right? I got Mr. Roger vibes on it, and I went, "Oh no, we can't put that back up there. We have to be more more genuine than that." I just got real icky vibes. It was like, "Oh my god, that was me." Oh geez.
Well, please make sure you let me know when you do have your channel back up and running, and I'll promote the fuck out of it.
Oh, you're sweet. I will give a warning. What is it? The ad that they put up to show that I'm going live in 24 hours or 48 hours or whatever the heck it is.
Oh yeah, yep.
I'll do one of those, and so notification if you are subscribed or at least subscribed and have that bell. Then you should be able to get that because I don't think the channel is hidden. There's just no information on it.
Yeah,
it's just
well,
link.
Drop your link so then everybody that's in here can still subscribe to your channel. So when you do get back, you've got more members, subscribers.
We'll have to find it now. Give me a minute. It's been since
and that's the same for anyone who's in here who has a wrench. If you know of any channels that need to be helped out with subscribers or just want to recommend channels, please do, but don't recommend ones that I've mentioned in the past that I don't like.
Look at my kick-ass channel.
Foxy Lady should put Mia's back up since she's back in the running and no longer Kanye West.
Yes, Mia's channel is back as Mia, ladies and gentlemen. If you didn't hear Elizabeth, if you weren't aware, her channel was hacked and someone changed her channel name, and it took her a while to get her channel name back as Mia. So please stick by it because she has got her channel name as Mia back. So please, if you have unsubscribed or anything, please resubscribe. And if you dropped off being a mod because you weren't sure what was going on, please contact Mia. And if she's able to, she'll re-add you back as a mod because her channel's back as Mia. Not that Kanye West shit. I don't understand why people do that. And if there's anyone out there listening, if you have decided to hack an account, hack one that's I'm not saying Mia's channel wasn't worthwhile because her channel is worth a lot. But if you're going to do that, have a solid reason for it and don't be such a dumbass to do it because that is the lowest thing you can do to make someone question why they have a channel and also try and hack their account to try and discredit them. That is below the belt.
Totally.
And I find that complete. And if you're in my chat now and you have been doing that, please leave.
Disrespectful.
Yeah. Mia's awesome.
Foxy Lady, is that your channel, the Room Raids?
I don't know who that is. I don't know.
Well,
I'm glad you're reading chat because I'm just like trying to read them. Like,
I have so many windows open. What's that, honey?
Foxy Lady doesn't have a channel. She just mods.
Okay. Well, let me see what this
awesome person. So I don't know who Room Raids is. I really don't. But I trust Foxy, so I know that they're a good channel if she's posting them. Hopefully.
Yeah, it doesn't have a name.
I'll click on it later.
It's a Facebook group. Foxy Lady, can you tell me about this Room Raids thing?
Yes, come up here and tell us all about it. You don't have to show your face, Foxy, okay? Just remember that you don't have to do that, sweetheart, if you don't want to.
Okay, what it says in the welcome on this particular page that link goes to is, hello, beautiful people. This is a group I had an idea to create, to room raid and to sub to deserving YouTube channels that just need a little help getting past the 1,000 mark that YouTube sometimes overlooks. To sub to someone's channel free. Anyone can join this group. Please share it around. I will not post a link to a channel that is about discriminates or prejudice. I welcome you all, and I truly hope we can all help YouTube creators at the very least get their goal of 1,000. Many thanks, many blessings. Post a link live or at the live shout out. See less. But it doesn't, you have to join to see who's in, and that's fine. There's 92 members. There was a new post today. They have rules for the group, and it seems like it would be wise, but Foxy Lady, can you grab a link and come up and tell us more about this?
She's never been on panel before, so you don't need to be nervous.
And you don't have
You're in good hands, hon.
and you
Come
don't
up.
have to put your camera on.
Yeah.
Look,
keep it
none of
off.
us have our camera on because we're not camera
You can
worthy.
be a horse head too.
We all are
Oh my
camera
gosh.
worthy. It's just that we don't like showing our face.
Oh no, tonight I am not camera worthy. Zero
Well, you're
makeup, zero
gorgeous regardless.
skin. Well, thank you. Yeah.
Woo!
But okay, and here's another one. Mia returned. And Locomai, no worries. Locomai is saying, sorry, gang, I have to keep pause for life, the live for real life. No worries, honey. We're here.
All right, then. Thank you for popping in, Locomai. Take care of yourself, doll. Have fun at Comic Con. That's what you look.
Aussie, Aussie Jen says it's a Facebook page from @FoxyLady, not a channel. And I see that. I'm just kind of curious about it.
Yeah, same here. But the thing is, though, I can get up to, hypothetically, if I get 1,000 subscribers, that doesn't mean I'm going to be eligible for like the super chats and stuff, because people watch like 5 minutes of my live and then they disappear. I haven't got the hours to be able to do that, even if I did get 1,000 subscribers. So,
and that's, we have to really, I had to really look at my desire for 1,000 and what was my real purpose there. Was it to get monetized? Was it to get more people, to get the word out on what I was trying to do? And I really had to, for myself, I really had to scrutinize what the am I doing and why.
You can, Rosalind, you can swear on my channel.
I know, but yeah, I know. It's not a habit I want to get back
I
into.
know, but just know that if anytime something's annoying you, you can go and go, I'm really pissed off. It's just, I'm really annoyed.
Yeah.
Feel free to.
I'm getting angrier. Yeah, that's what I would say.
No, but see, the thing is, I'm the same. Like, I would rather say, and it's going to sound really bad, and I know that YouTube's clamping down on the PayPal side of things, but I'd rather have that there than have people pay a membership, do a super chat and stuff, because you do a super chat, your name automatically appears on the screen, and I don't want people feeling as though that they're going to be, say, treated like shit, and then they see that, oh, Tammy's just got a small channel, this woman's giving out super chats, we better be nice to her in future. No, I don't want that. That's why I say, if you can, donate to the PayPal, because I want people to remain anonymous, and it's the same as any time someone donates to me. And thank you to everyone who donated to me over Christmas too. I try and keep it as a whole. You know what I mean? I don't go, oh, so for example, Rosalind, if you donated to me, I'm not going to go, oh, thank you, Rosalind, for donating to me. I'm not going to advertise that because I'm protecting the people who donate, and I'm protecting myself, because what business is it of anyone else out there who chooses to donate? Whose business is it? That's why I've got to push my hardest to keep the PayPal thing there. So they made people want to donate $5, they donate $5, and it's private, and it's strictly private.
Totally.
You know, and that's the thing that I have always said. Even if I do get up to my 1,000, I won't condone being monetized, because I don't want people feeling as though that if I hypothetically do the membership and say it's, which I won't do. Let's say I'm a real scab and I go, right, it's going to be $5 a month, but yet, because I'm on limited hours with StreamYard, what are you going to get out of that? 2 or 3 lives a month, right, at the most. You know what I mean? Whereas if they donate to the PayPal, it's a once-off. They can go, okay, money's gone. Instead of coming up to, say, the 10th of every month, they've got to come up with that $5 to pay it, or they can use that $5 on the other week to say, or the other month, to buy themselves a loaf of bread and a dozen eggs, and they've got food for that little bit of time, rather than coming up with the membership. And that's the thing I fucking hate. And people are,
I totally get it.
No,
and that's fine.
Never going to do membership.
From what I've heard, now I haven't gotten to that point yet, but from what I've heard, you can do memberships for as little as $1.99. And even still, I know that
$2 can buy yourself a loaf of bread.
Yeah, that's not even.
So you know what I mean? That's why I'm very, very picky on thinking if I should or shouldn't.
That's nice.
Because I don't want people going hungry to pay for a membership. Fuck that.
Jed's mom says she can't come out tonight. She thinks she's coming down with something, but to say she misses everyone. And we love you.
We love you, Jed's mom. Rest up, honey.
I will get back to California, I promise. This is the
And
year
then
I
when you get to
retire.
California, you can come to Adelaide, Australia.
Look, I've been looking at Tammy, I've really been looking at air flights and even cruises and different ways to travel to get to see some of the people that I really have come to
Aw.
appreciate and dare I say love, because I don't know you. But hey, Mama Stone. But
Hey, Mama Stone.
Rosalie, as always, it's a blessing to see you, and I must get off because I
aw,
am to lose power and my ankle is killing me, and I'm gonna go
no.
lay down.
Okie doke, sweetie. You take care of yourself.
Thank you. Love you guys.
It's good
Love
seeing
you
you.
too,
Talking
sweetheart.
to you. Stay in the chat. But I hope you had a good Christmas, New Year's. I really do.
Yeah, my mother got me a double air fryer,
Wow.
which I'm a bit
Sweet.
annoyed about because I wanted a Velocity fan because I've got an air fryer that works, but the thought that counts, as people keep saying.
And the
And
thing is,
my
think of all the things you can do through the year with that. Yes, a fan would have been
exactly, I can actually cook
amazing,
double the things now, so it's going to be
right?
good. And my brother, I'm not sure how many people around the world have heard of Delta Goodrem, but she's amazing,
Mm,
by the way. She's an Australian singer, and she brought
okay.
out 3 perfumes, and my brother got me the 3 perfumes in a gift pack
Oh
of that.
my, that's
And
awesome.
so I was very spoiled. And my friend got me this Elvis glass thing that sits on this thing that changes color, and it's a
Wow.
heavy glass thing. So if anyone annoys me that comes to visit, I can just throw it at them.
There you go. See,
Mm,
multi-purpose.
exactly.
Multi-purpose
Anyone
uses.
tries to break
That's
in,
awesome.
smash it on their head. It's all good.
Oh
Elvis
my
comes in
goodness.
handy in many, many ways.
That's right.
No, I'm
Well,
still a massive Elvis fan, but not as much.
I'm glad that one, your health is good, your
Yes.
spirits are high, and you had a
Yes.
fairly good holiday. So I'm
Yeah.
pleased for you. That's
Yeah, so I
awesome.
did a New Year's Eve special, but I had to pretty much finish it at midnight because I was getting told to shut up by my lovely neighbour. So that wasn't a very long live, but I got to see in the
No, I
midnight
saw it
with the people
though.
that were here.
I saw it. I do catch all of your I catch you on the replay most times because I'm usually asleep by this time. But
Yeah.
this is Saturday night here, so I stay up quite a bit later. And it works out.
Oh,
Look, I got you live. Yay! How exciting.
I appreciate all the support you've given me, friendship, advice,
I know, sweetie.
phone calls,
And
and everything. It means a lot to me. So thank you.
you are most welcome.
You're an
You know,
absolute sweetheart, and
if
just know
if I
that if there's
didn't care, I
anything I can
wouldn't do
do for
it.
you, I know, but it just means a lot that you do help me a lot, and it means a
Oh,
lot.
you're welcome. I like
You're
being
a very
behind the
rare
scenes.
diamond, like all of you are in here. You're all rare stones that I'm very privileged to be able to call you all dear friends. So
Yeah,
thank you.
yeah. And I do want to get there and visit someday. I really
Just
do.
just feel free to
Australia.
pack Jet's mum in your suitcase.
She would be my
And
tour guide.
well, I don't think she's actually
You would be
been
my
to
tour guide.
Adelaide. Oh, I
I
could be
don't
your
know if
tour
she's
guide, but I don't drive. So I'm going to have to just point things to you and go, well, down that way's the shops.
uh,
Down that way is where you don't want to go. All that sort of
see, you
stuff.
can
But
tell us
no,
all the places not to go. It'll be great. It'll be great. Well,
no,
I
I
am
would love if I had people come visit me from interstate and stuff like
from
that. Like
anywhere,
I was
right?
going to have a competition before I found out I was back on monthly inspections. I was going to do a competition where people were going to try and guess a number or something like that. And if they bought a certain amount of tickets and stuff, all the money I would have raised from that, I would have bought someone a ticket to come spend a weekend with me. And then I thought that I might get someone I don't want here
Right.
might win it. So I'm like, maybe not. No.
You got to be careful about that stuff, right?
That's exactly right. Because I
Good.
don't want a random because the thing is, the other day I was in the shops just before Christmas, and this guy, when I was at the service deli, I was getting some cold meat, and this guy, he turned around and he pointed at me and he gave me such a hateful look, and straight away I started changing the way I talked. It's like,
Oh
come
my
on,
goodness.
Andy, we've got to go down aisle 4. Come on,
Oh my
move
gosh.
your ass, little bro. And then the person just turned around and just like shook his head, and I'm like, yeah, I don't want you recognizing me. Go away. This is why I don't appear on camera because I don't want
Right.
people recognizing me. Because if they recognise me, it'd be like, "Yeah,
You
no."
never know. You never know.
Oh no, I
I
might.
know
Yeah, but I don't want to stalk her.
no,
Even though there's
none of
probably
us
people
want
in the
that.
background that can classify as stalkers, but that's
Well,
fine.
those are trolls. When they're here, they're trolls, right?
Oh, the trolls count too as good people because they're here to give out the numbers, and if they're watching for the whole live, that's good. That's more hours.
Right? Got
But
to get those
yeah, but
hours
like
in
I said,
some way.
pardon.
I say you have to get those hours in somehow.
Well, that's exactly right. I just wish it was like how many hours per person. So, say for example, if this live goes for 2 hours and there's 8 people in here, and there's that can count as the hours instead of just counting it as just one whole 2-hour
It
block.
does. That is
It
how
should be
it counts.
per person.
It is per person.
Is
It
it?
is.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
So,
didn't actually
but
know that.
still,
There you go.
and if they watch it on regular speed, if they watch a replay on regular speed, that's another view. If they watch it on the faster speeds, I don't know that it counts as full watching. I don't know how that works, but I know there was
Mm,
one creator that I was watching on a regular basis who said if you can just leave it on in the background and let it run, if you're not interested in listening to it full speed, and just I'd rather you just let it run in the background because
yeah,
that way she would get the hours. Whereas if we watched it
yeah.
on higher
So
speeds,
that's
then she would
that's
get
what I need to encourage people to do. Then play my voice in the background. But if you've got little kids around, I don't recommend it
do it with the sound
because
off.
I swear a lot. And if
They
you
can do
have,
it with the sound off, right?
oh God, how bad would it be if like you've got a baby in your care and the child hasn't
Babies.
spoken and I'm playing in the background, I'm like F this and F this, and the first word out of the kid's mouth is fuck. I'll be like, you're welcome.
Oh, I could tell you a story. I had a couple of years ago, I had this really old car, and I really would have a time. And let me see, my oldest, it was just he and me. So I had not married my second husband. It was early in his life. I think it was like 3 or 4. And I was like, fucking car, goddamn this fucking car. And he piped up from the back seat saying, "What's wrong with the fucking car, Mom?" I went, "Oh shit." Well, I guess I got to stop that. Yeah, because they listen to everything.
Oh yes, my eldest nephew, he had difficulty pronouncing truck.
Oh
So
my
when I dropped him, they were doing like flashcards at the kindergarten. And my sister at that time, she was very timid. She was very quiet and kept to herself, sort of thing. And we said to the teacher, whatever you do, if you're going to do flashcards, don't get James, which is my oldest nephew now, to say the word truck because he pronounced it as fuck.
Oh
And as
my
soon
goodness.
as our backs were turned and we're ready to walk out the door to go and leave him in the room, she goes, "Now, James, what's this word?" And he goes, fuck. And I went absolutely mental at the teacher because and she came out because she wanted to talk to my sister, and she goes, "Oh, your son has been swearing." And I said, "Well, what do we just say to you? Don't get him to say the word truck."
Oh my
So if
goodness.
he's saying the wrong word, guess what? We gave you a heads up. You chose to ignore it, and you're now trying to get my nephew in trouble. I said,
Oh my
which do you
goodness.
think's going to be more believable? Us telling you not to tell him to say truck, or
Mm-mm.
you trying to trap him into saying truck so you can tell him off? And let's just say she never got him to say truck again. And I was
I
never
guess
welcomed
not.
back because I was a horrible person, apparently. It's like, well,
Oh,
I didn't
that's a
care. They
shame. It's a
take me
shame
and pick him up.
when we give those in charge of our kids specific instructions on how best to interact with our kids, and they don't
Exactly.
follow them, well, then it's on them. We tried to be a helper.
Exactly. Exactly. Like I just said, you want to actually hear the word properly. And she goes, "What do you mean?" I said, "The word's truck, but my nephew pronounced it as fuck. Now, either you start understanding what I'm saying." She goes, "Don't patronize me." I'm like, "Well, stop patronizing my nephew."
Right?
Simple as that, And
Exactly.
yeah, I wasn't
Exactly.
welcome back at that kindergarten ever
Well,
again.
gee, isn't that a shame?
Yes. And that
But the
lady
thing is,
apparently left that day and didn't come back for a week because she was stressed out with the way I spoke to her.
oh my goodness.
I'm like, yeah, grow the
You're a
fuck up, huh?
brute. Tammy, you're a
Yeah,
brute. That's just it. You're a
I
brute.
would defend anybody who needs defending if they came to me and said, "Oh, I'm getting picked on by such and such. I need your help." I'll be like, "Okay, cool. What do you want me to do?" Like I got
Exactly.
someone once had an overdue bill and they threatened disconnection on her phone, and she had me with her, and I rang and she was on the phone to them, like begging him not to disconnect her because she needed it for health reasons. I'm like, so if my friend kills over because you disconnect her phone and she can't call the ambulance, can I actually come to your house and remove any kind of apparatus that can help her save your life? She got that extension and a month free with her phone bill. So I was like,
Exactly, because especially if people, Katie K, hey sweetie, oh my gosh, Jet's mom was here a minute ago. Katie K's here. Yeah, she was here a minute ago. I don't know if she's still here, but there were things like that. I've often stood up for people who were not able to stand up for themselves for whatever
yep,
reason. And
ditto.
part of that is just being an advocate. And one of the things that this all brought to mind is that I've been invited to be a facilitator at a woman's camp next May. It happens in May.
Oh,
And
beautiful.
what do I want to speak on? And the whole thing is, I think I want to talk on finding your voice and be the ability to say no and not feel guilty. You know,
Exactly.
I think
And that's
that's
why
a
I
big,
always say to people, sort of cut you off, that's why I always say to people, if you've got something you want to get off your chest, you want to voice something, my panel, when I'm live, that is obviously, my
yeah.
panel's open for anybody who just wants to get something off their chest, wants to get some advice or anything like that. And I always make sure that, I always stress to people, whoever is on my panel, chat, respect the people on panel, and the people that are on panel, when you're back in chat, don't change your demeanor to disrespect other people, because there's someone who's been on my panel who's actually been quite okay on panel. And then when she pops back down into chat, she starts disrespecting my mods. And my mods have come to me,
Oh, no.
one in particular, not mentioning names, and has actually said that she's been disrespectful in chat. And then when I came back for my next live, I said straight out, if you're going to be on my panel, you don't only have to respect me, you have to respect the people in chat when you drop down. If you're not going to respect the people in chat, just leave straight away. Don't go back into chat. And
Yeah,
if you're going to disrespect my mods, guess what? You're gone. And that's up to each and every individual mod that I have. They get to make that choice whether they want to remove that person. They can remove comments that they think are inappropriate and stuff like that. I'm not going to be paying attention to chat all the time. So if there's something that has been written that one of my mods find disrespectful, or they see bullying going on, you remove the comment and you time them out. And if they continue, then you remove them. I'm prepared to lose a sub or two for that reason if people are going to feel as though they're not safe in my chat.
no, I think
And that
that's
is my top
awesome.
priority this year.
That is awesome. And I
Yeah.
appreciate the fact that you do have a safe place for people to come and
Hmm.
unload or voice their opinions or just chit chat.
Exactly,
Well,
because like having the name True Crime Discussions, it's also, and this is going to blow my cover, it's a bit of a cover for people as well, for people who are going through a rough time and stuff like that, that they can come in here. And if they are getting followed by a friend or a partner or something, they come in here, the last place they're going to look for you is here, because they're going to think all I discuss is true crime. So
right.
that's also in a lot of ways why I won't change the channel name, because it's a cover for people who want to come in here, voice an opinion, feel safe, and all the rest of that. I want people to feel 100% safe in my chat.
That's
None of this,
cool.
like, I don't know if I can say this. If you have an opinion, voice it.
Totally.
If you want to voice an opinion about other creators, do that, but don't mention the names, because I can get in trouble. And, but that's the thing. I've got to
No,
be
I
very careful
think
with
that's
people want to
great.
voice about other people.
Katie K says, yeah, that is great, Tammy. DJ
Oh, thank you, Katie K.
Aussie Mom says, I'm finally finished cooking dinner. Hey, everyone. And I'm thinking, you're cooking dinner. It's 11 p.m. here. What time is it where you are?
Where I am, it's only 3:30 in the afternoon on Sunday. Where I am, I'm not sure where Katie K is from. Or Katie K,
No,
yeah.
it's DJ Aussie Mom.
Oh, she
Cooking
would
dinner.
be cooking. Yeah, it's around dinner time here. Yeah,
Wow.
on a Sunday.
See, I love the internet for this. I love that I can watch that DJ Aussie Mom is just finished dinner, that KDK's here, that everybody's here, and it's all different times, and we're from all different places, and it's incredible. That's
Yeah,
what I
and
love
that's
about
also
this.
why I'll be honest with all of you, and yourself included, obviously. I did come very close to closing down my channel after something another creator had said about me. And then I
Yeah.
thought to myself, well, no, I'm not getting that son of a bitch the satisfaction of closing down my channel. So then that way he gets a victory over me. The only way I'll close down my channel is if I seriously have had enough. And there are times where I do feel like that, but I love having a channel, like Rosaline just said, being able to interact with people all over the world, in the comfort of my own home.
Right? In
I
my
love that.
PJs, in my jammies, sitting here crocheting, talking with somebody in Australia. It's incredible. I love this
Exactly.
shit. Well, the thing is, the creator that attacked me did it live on that person's stream
Mm.
and several times. They also texted me certain things that were not that were rather colorful, and then blocked me. And you know what? If that's how petty that particular person wants to be, then God bless them. You know, I hope they
Mm.
have a good life. I really do. And I hope
Yeah.
that that person realizes I'm not the one who hurt them. So eventually they may look at themselves and go, oh, shoot, I should probably talk to her. And if not, you know what? I'm living my best life over here. I'm
Exactly, and that's the best thing you can do is like
right.
live your best life. And again, I know you don't like swearing, and I'm sorry for this, but it's like live your best life and fuck the haters, because
Exactly.
there's always going to be someone out there who is jealous of you, and that jealousy turns them into something horrible. Whereas if you just want to be like, I'm me 100% of the time,
Right.
or 99% of the time. There's 1% where I'm a bit like emotional and I just have to vent.
Yeah,
But
we
the
all
thing is,
do.
though, I don't want to be able to vent. I don't vent about my friends or anything like that on my channel. Yes, I have.
Exactly.
I know I have about my mum and my brother. Yes. But the thing is, though, sometimes it's good to get advice instead of trying to do like a group call with, say, 15 people. It's easier just to do
Right.
a live and get people's point of view that way.
Yeah,
But like I said,
definitely.
it's, at the end of the day, if you don't like my channel, the unsubscribe button's right near the notification bell.
Right.
But
And one of
please
the
don't,
things
because I want to keep the 500 and something subs I have.
One of the things that I've noticed about myself, because this past year was all about self-growth for me, and
Yeah.
one of the things that I noticed is if somebody's really that upset with me and that pissed off and angry and I don't know it, then it's not on me. Hey,
Yeah,
I'll
well,
see
that's
your
it.
crime. It's
You
not on
remain
me.
oblivious.
And if right, and if they don't bring it to me, there's nothing I can do to change the interaction or the behavior that might need changing. So I see people that do not like me. One, they really don't know me. Two, they really don't want to take the time to know me, and that's okay. That's on them, because I don't want to waste my time on somebody that's going to just try and find ways to undermine my growth.
Exactly right.
You know, and there's so many out there that are against us that we have to stand up for ourselves. We have to speak our mind. We have to stand up for ourselves and at least be our own advocate and know what's better for us than someone else
Exactly.
thinks is good for us. Because,
Exactly. I couldn't agree more, because like I
right,
just, the first day of this year, I said to myself, I am going to, obviously if it's compliments, I'm more than happy to take them. And I thank you for any future comments or compliments I get. But my point being, though, is the fact that if someone wants to try and bring me down and hurt me, that's on, as you said, that's on them. But if they
right.
want to say, look, Tammy, you talking about your PayPal all the time, it's getting too much. You need to stop doing that. And I'm saying this nicely as I can. It's okay for the people that are saying that. I appreciate being told that. But at the same time, you guys have to understand that there are times where people don't read descriptions. There are times where I have to mention it because I'm in desperate need for help. And, I get paid once a fortnight, and that pays my
What is a
shopping, pays my,
fortnight? What is a
2 weeks.
fortnight?
2 weeks.
Okay. Thanks.
Okay, so every 2 weeks I get paid. I'll start saying that because lots of people don't know what a fortnight is.
Yeah,
2 weeks.
sorry. Okay.
Don't be sorry, it's fine. And so for me, it comes down to I try and do enough shopping. But as you all probably know by now, produce doesn't last as long as it used to. So I can't go when I go shopping and say, for example, buy 2 weeks worth of salad stuff
Right.
and then just hope it lasts the 2 weeks. I have to buy salad because I'm trying to lose weight and all that sort of stuff. So if I buy salad stuff, I'm buying salad stuff on the Wednesday I get paid enough to see
Yes.
me through to the Friday. And then on the
Right,
Saturday,
because
I'll
it'll
go
go
shopping
bad.
again.
Oh, good.
Sorry?
Okay. No, because
Yeah,
it'll go bad if you got it for 2 weeks. I understand because they have
exactly.
the big stores where you can go and get multitude of larger quantities of foodstuffs,
Hmm.
and it's a membership thing. So I think here it's called Sam's or Costco.
Oh, we
So
have Costco here. I would love, if I could afford a Costco membership, it would be fine. But because it's $60 every year, that's something that I'm going to have to scrape and everything like that to do. But it's just difficult because of the fact that, when you've got a cleaning bill and then you've got to pay for shopping, then you've got to pay for a
no,
phone
no,
bill,
no,
then you've
no,
got to
no. I
pay
know.
for.
Stop, stop, stop.
No,
I
I'm
know.
just telling Chad as well. But,
The
it's fucked because it's like people that tell me to stop mentioning PayPal, at the end of the day, I will when YouTube tells me. But the thing as well, though, is the fact that for people who say don't keep mentioning it, ask yourself this one thing before you start telling me that again. How much is your income compared to mine? Mine's on every 2 weeks, I get paid $450. All
good
right.
Lord.
So that might seem like a lot of money, but like I said, you've got to think about that's got to cover my medication, travel, phone bill,
Rent.
cleaning bill, shopping, and everything like that. That's 5 things before I even think about sitting back and putting my feet up and going, okay, I have money to spare. So that's got to cover all of that. And it's
So,
my
so,
way of
but,
saying it,
but,
it's fucking hard.
but take a minute and give yourself credit for learning how to live within those means.
Yeah,
Okay. I mean,
yeah.
yeah, PayPal, if people are in a position that they can donate with your PayPal, yay. And if not, you just keep putting it out there. And those people that are telling you, oh, don't do that or don't mention that, you know what? They can go in that fucking pile too.
It's just the fact that lots of people that say it to me, I always think to myself, how much, like I said, I know I'm not asking this for everyone to type their answers, so I don't want to know this information. But you think about it, 225 a week. Okay, that's how the best way to put it down to. That's got to cover everything. But if I've got to go to a doctor's appointment, hospital appointment, I have to spend, like, to go to my hospital up the road, it's a $15 trip just to get there. To come home, it can be anywhere from $15 to $20 to get home. So I've got to make sure that fortnight in particular, or that 2 week period, or that week, I've got to put $50 aside just to be able to get to my appointments and get home, because of the fact that I rather get there in
Let me
one
ask you
piece
something.
than.
No,
Yes,
I
go
think
for
it's
it.
great. I think it's great that you found a way to do to manage it. But
Mm.
here in my area, they have a. If I have to go to a doctor appointment, they have recently, and I'm not sure if it's the last month or the last year, they have recently started a shuttle type service where the county bus system, or I don't know if it's county or if it's city bus system, has the shorter buses that'll come and pick you up and take you for like
Oh, yeah, we
to
don't have that near my
little to
house.
no money. Oh, I'm so sorry. And the hospital, when I had to go to hospital for specific things, they have a means by which they can get you a taxi, and they will give you credit for the taxi.
Yeah, they
So
used to do that once upon a time, like when you'd go
okay,
into hospital and then you would have, you'd be in there for more than 2 days and then you'd go
yeah,
home.
that's what I'm
They would
saying.
then give you a taxi voucher, but they found that people that were using those taxi vouchers were actually using them to go further than they needed to go. So
Oh,
the government stopped it.
that's too bad. That's
Mm.
too bad.
But that's what I
Um,
heard. I know they stopped it, but that's the reason they stopped it, is that's what I heard. But I know they've stopped doing that, and it's frustrating because sometimes I have to go into the city, and because of the scar tissues on both of my eyes, my vision's not that great. So that's
Jeez.
also why when people say, "Oh, why don't you just get a bus?" Buses are running frequently in Adelaide. It's because I can't actually see the bus numbers properly.
Yeah.
So, and I'm still waiting to hear from the Royal Adelaide when I have to go back there. So that would be nearly like a 45, oh, sorry, roughly, hang on, it'll cost me about $30 to get into town and then $30 out. So then I have to put like $60 aside. and all this sort of shit. Like I've got an appointment on the 31st to actually go to the hospital up the road to find out what's going on with my hands, because some days they're okay, sometimes they lock up, and in this weather it's not doing any favors. So hence why I need it with a fan. But it's like the other day I put a bag of frozen peas on my sore hand, and within about 5 minutes they were completely melted because of how hot my unit gets.
Wow.
And it's just bullshit, because it's like, and plus if I go in a car, at least then I can enjoy the air conditioning for a few minutes. In a bus, you've got to smell the smelly people who don't know what deodorant is.
Yeah.
And then when you go in for an appointment, you're the one that smells like that BO riddled bus.
Right.
And it's not
Let's take a minute.
smell.
Let's take a minute to welcome Jody is cool. She says, "Hey,
Hey,
gang."
Jody.
And Katie
Hey,
K
darling.
says, my mom uses a shuttle van service for people that have Medicaid and Medicare. And see, Katie K, that's what I was talking about. But Tammy's saying they don't have that available any longer where she is. So that's
Yeah,
a
because
shame.
what happens is you have to be if they do still have it, you have to be a certain age and you have to be covered by NDIS. And NDIS have said to me that I'm not a valid candidate.
Great.
I can find the letter and I can actually show you guys that that's what they said. So that way you don't think I'm making it up. No, I'm just saying, because lots of people think I'm bullshitting about it, but I'm not.
And again, they can go on which pile?
That pile. And I'll stay over on this pile. But no, it's just frustrating because, like I said, like today I had to get a friend of mine who came over. I said, can you do me a favor? He goes, oh, yeah, what's that? And I'm like, can you please divide them? Because I bought a big tray of mints, so I can do one thing of the chili con carne when it cools down, whatever the hell that's going to be, and one of the taco mints. So that way when I can get back to the shops again and afford to, I can do like taco salads and stuff, and I can have the chili con carne to one thing,
right,
and all that sort of stuff. But it's just like, to buy a big 1 kilo thing or 2 kilos of beef mince, it's like $25.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, ground beef is the best way to call it if you're in America, ground beef. And it's not cheap. And it's just ridiculous. Even if you buy the low quality, it's expensive. Like if I'm cooking up something healthy, then I'll like pasta sauce or something, I'll buy the 5-star mince. But because I'm such a cheapskate, if I'm cooking anything like taco mince or chili con carne, or just chili if you want to call it that, I'll buy the 3-star, because it's like the fat that comes out of it when you put the sachet in, it actually helps marinate the mince better. So that's a cooking tip for people out there.
Yeah, I rarely buy meat anymore, only because I'm really frugal. And no, that's fine. Katie K is saying she's in and out talking with her daughter. So as long as you're still here,
Katie K, it's all good for her. Relax. Thanks for being here, though.
I've gotten creative about how what foods I buy and how to cook them. Like I used to go shopping on Saturday and then cook on Sunday. So Saturday, on cooking day, I would eat out. And I would eat out like an early lunch or something, midday, and then cook all evening. But that way I would have foods made for the week, because by the time, look, I'm old. And when I get home from work, I want to go to lay down and, take a little nap and wake up the next morning, go in the shower and get dressed for work. But I find I'm not having as much energy as I did years ago. And I don't want to cook. And if there's nothing ready, I just won't eat. It's like, no, fuck it. I'll just have a glass of wine and go to bed. But I know that if I
sorry to cut you off, it's so hot here. I have an electric stove. So as anyone who knows, keep in mind, you don't have an air conditioner at all, okay? You could cook on an electric stove, and because you want it cooked quicker, you're going to turn it up high. So, and it takes forever to cool fucking down. So when I get a Velocity fan, without being a bitch about it, I'm going to be putting it in my kitchen, and I am going to do a bulk cook, and then I'm going to just be able to chuck it in the microwave and go, yeah, heat up, bitch.
Exactly.
And I'll be happy.
So how much is this fan you keep talking about?
Oh, okay. The one I've seen about 3. The most cheapest one I've seen is $129.
My
Australian.
Lord.
They're not cheap, but they don't do what normal pedestal fans do. Because like I was saying earlier, with a pedestal fan, it circulates the heat. With a Velocity fan, what it does is that it actually cools down the room, and then it circulates cool air. So it works better than, they say sometimes they're better than air conditioner, which I wouldn't know because I don't have an air conditioner. But what happens is it just circulates, it cools down your house, and then it cools down the room. And that's what I
Sweet.
need to be able to maneuver it from my bedroom to the lounge room to the kitchen, whatever room I'm in. And it's just, they're, like I said, they're expensive, but they work a treat. And I recommend them to anybody. I actually recommend them more than an air conditioner because you can move it around the house. But in the meantime, it's just like trying to find, like if I go buy just a pedestal fan, they're 17, but they circulate heat. And I've had like wet cloths tied to the blades of the fan, and within 5 minutes again, they're cold. They're cold. I wish they're
I
actually
understand.
dry because of how hot my unit gets. Like I can't have, like if I get something, like I got a tray of chicken thigh out the other night, and all I did was put it on the bench, and then when I had a shower, went to lay down for a bit, and then went out and checked, and they were pretty much already defrosted.
Oh my.
And they were like rock solid. That's how, like, it'd be like, say 40 degrees here would be like 100 and something over there in the States. So it's like, it's horrible. I'm sick, and like I would stick my head under the shower and I'll drench my hair, and with it, my hair is reasonably long, and within about 10 minutes my hair is like straw. It's that dry. It is disgusting. So that's why I'm saying, if you can help, please do. If you can't, don't feel bad. It's all good. Not you. I'm saying the chat. I've got to clarify that. If you can help. If you can't, it's fine. But like I said, I want one so that way I can maneuver it into the kitchen. So when I get paid next Wednesday, not this Wednesday coming, but the following Wednesday, I can put it in there and I can actually do a bulk cook. And then I don't have to worry about like heating up my kitchen too much because it is got the morning or afternoon sun coming through the window. Whereas if I have a fan, it can hopefully keep me cool while I'm cooking. So if you can help, please do. If you can't, it's all good.
You know, and I'm thinking of what I've done in the past to cool down and to find something that I need this item, this particular item. I need this, or
Yep.
reasonable facsimile. And here we have a lot of thrift shops and things called Restore Habitat for Humanity. And what it is when construction places or businesses have excess, they donate it to this place and they sell it at really inexpensive prices. So I've found all kinds of interesting things there, like benches for outside, like a fan for inside,
Yep.
different things, for home decor and yard stuff and
Where
things
you
like that.
over here in, sorry to cut you off. Here
No,
in
please.
Adelaide, we are not allowed to sell secondhand like cooling things because they can have somewhere a faulty wire and it can blow up.
Oh,
So we're
geez.
allowed to sell ex-rental fridges and all that kind of shit. But with
Yeah.
I saw through the place that I rent my fridge through, they had an ex-rental air cooling system, and it was one that has the hose and everything like that. And even though it was an ex-rental, it was going to cost me $38 a fortnight over a 3-year period.
Oh my. That's
And I'm
ridiculous.
sorry, but regardless of what anyone says, I refuse to pay that much for that. And
No.
I've gone to other places that you're talking about that do sell ex-rental things, and they're just so expensive. And I'm not paying $450 something for an air conditioner that at the end of the day, they say when they sell them, they empty the gas from the actual air conditioner, and then I buy the air conditioner, then I have to refill the gas things.
Right.
And over here, I don't know
get
how
it.
much that costs, but it's pretty expensive.
Well, I don't have that type of unit. I have a plug-in window unit, and
Yeah.
I have my place is like 750 square foot. So
Oh, wow.
it's a nice size little 2-bedroom. One bath's got a kitchen. It's a nice little space, big enough for me. And now
Yep.
that I've moved the bedroom into the craft room and the craft room into the bedroom, I kind of swapped sides. The craft
Yep.
room is much bigger. However, I'm talking about air conditioners. I will try and stay on topic. So the window unit that I have is over in the main room, which is where the living room, where you come in the front door, and
Yep.
that pretty much cools the whole house in that. It
Yep.
does get over 100 here. And that's Fahrenheit, not Celsius. But right now, today, right this minute, it's 32 degrees outside. So we're just at the freezing level. And
See,
we could
32 over here is considered hot.
Yeah. Not so much. Not so much.
Yeah.
Last week, my pipes froze. I think it was
Oh shit.
Wednesday. Christmas
Oh,
week. Christmas week. The
send
pipes.
all. Okay, everyone that's in the States now, grab all your cold weather and send it to me personally.
I know,
Because
right?
everybody else I just about know that lives in Australia has air conditioning.
So if you get if you were to receive a box from me that has nothing in it, don't think it was nothing in it. It was cold air when I sent it.
Okay.
God, that'd
I'll
be
remember.
funny. Katie
Oh,
K's
that's as bad as getting a fart in a jar. Like, far out.
Katie K's asking, do y'all not have electric window units?
No.
Um, are they available and you just don't have access right now?
When I have the space in my wall that a wall unit can fit into it, but
Oh,
with being summer and summer sometimes lingers in Australia, they boost the prices up through the roof. Like for a basic wall unit, it's about $600
oh my
for one that
God.
would fit that space. So you got to keep in mind when I say $600, that's Australian. So you got to look at it as okay, $600 Australian. That would be about 1,100 American.
Actually,
You know what I
no.
mean? So
It's
no?
I
Oh, okay then.
understand. No, because when someone I know has sent money to someone in Australia, the amount that is sent to receive is less than the amount actually
Oh yeah,
taken
sorry.
from
Our
that
money's
person's
worth
bank.
more than your money. Yeah. So if I say so $600, that'd be about 300 and something bucks American.
Probably 475.
Yeah, roughly
It's
about
it's
that.
it's a
So
little less. It's not quite as
yeah,
much.
it's a lot of money to spend, but then I've got to wait and see if my housing people approve it. And then I have to pay that much to just buy the unit. Then I have to pay someone that they approve of
Michelle
to
K.
install it.
I'm sorry. Hi,
So,
Michelle. It's good to see you. My God, it's
oh,
been
Michelle.
forever. Michelle K's here. Yay. Well, the thing is with if now listen, you don't have to answer this publicly because we're on a live, but I'm curious if being on your housing, how can I word this? Um, do you have to pay an X amount of dollars for rent as long as these people come and inspect? And is that part of a disability thing?
No, the people I rent through, which I won't mention names, when I
Right.
first moved in here, it was called, I'll give the former name of it, it was called Women's Housing, and it was for women who had gone through domestic violence.
Okay.
So I can live here for as long as I want, or until they
Sweet.
kick me out.
Right.
So
But they
for
have
anything
option
I
to come
majorly
in,
want,
but
sorry,
they can come in and inspect at any time.
yes.
Is that what's happening? Okay.
Yeah. If they
Uh,
see it as, and I think it's a good thing as well, that if they see that I'm not improving on something, they give me a month or two to fix it. And then they'll come back and inspect that. And then they'll come back again and again. It's just a routine thing. It's even if you privately rent here in Australia, you get routine house inspections
Huh.
to make
How
sure
cool.
that you're maintaining the property and you're keeping it up to scratch and all that sort of stuff. So
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
it works in my favor, but it pisses me off a bit because it's like I want to be able to start, like I said, I want to start saving for things that I want, like the fan, so I don't have to ask my subscribers to help me. It's very difficult because there are times where my house could cost, say, 150 to get clean. The following time it could cost 130. So the prices fluctuate from anywhere from 150 up. You know what I mean? So I have
Yeah.
to make sure that I keep that money aside. I'm not asking people to help me pay for my cleaner because that's ridiculous. I'm asking for what I really, really do need help with because I could pay for the cleaner. I could afford that
Yeah.
just. And then there are times where I can't. So I have to make sure that there's times when I can't afford much, I'll go buy, pack, because over here we get dry pasta and they're $1 a packet. So I'll
Wow.
buy, say, 3 or 4 packets of those. I'll buy some cooking cream, some ham and some mushrooms and some onion, fry up the mushroom, ham and the onion and all that sort of shit. And then I'll put the cooking cream over it and then I'll make a pasta dish with that. And then I'll cook up, like over here we get a bolognese sauce in a tin. So then I'll use that and make another pasta dish. Or I'll make a pasta bake or something like that, things that are cheap and stuff like that. But it's just, at the moment, it's very, very difficult for me to do any of that because of it being summer.
Right.
So it's just fucked. Like I've got
No,
cold
I
meat in
get
the
it.
fridge and stuff like that, but there's only so many times you can have a cold salad. Well,
Yeah.
any kind of something cold. Sometimes I just want something hot. But, you know, whatever happens, happens. You know, if people help, great. If they don't, great. I'm not going to turn around. You didn't help me. How dare you? You're supposed to be my subscribers. No.
But the thing is, look at. I also want you to look at how well you have overcome things and learned how to live within those means. Whether you
Exactly.
I know you had to, so it's not automatic, but you're doing well, you know.
Oh,
And
thank you. Yeah, it took a lot to get used to it because there's the things like I used to, and in all honesty, and over there you call them shrimp, but my favorite dish for myself before I started really cramping down on what I could afford, my favorite dish was garlic prawns with rice and salad. And to make that dish, just to say a single dish of that, it would cost me like $10 to make for the whole thing. And then I started clamping down, thinking I could put that $10 towards making something else. You know what I mean? So now, where it would make one dish, I now have the means with that $10. I make about 3 or 4 dishes out of that. Well,
that's
a dish that
awesome.
gives me 3 or 4 servings. Sorry.
No, that's awesome. I'm just giving you kudos.
Thank
Matt,
you. It just pisses me off because I miss my garlic shrimp prawn, whatever you want to call them.
see, and I've never learned how to cook shrimp. I'm kind of afraid I would do it wrong, so
Oh,
I don't
well,
even try.
okay. I'll give a quick tip for you.
Yeah.
Okay, this is for my garlic prawn recipe, so grab your pens and your papers, ladies and gentlemen, or watch it on replay. Okay, you get some thickened cream or pouring cream, whatever cream. Just make sure it's cream that you'd normally put with strawberries and cream. Put that in a pot, in a pan, and then you get your crushed garlic, however much garlic you like, depending on how much like I love my garlic, so I use 3 tablespoons. I'm weird, but I use that much. And then you get a powdered stock, chicken stock.
Okay, I understand.
And best one to do is salt reduced because it actually helps thicken up the sauce a bit more. Add
Okay.
that, wait till that comes to a little bit of a boil, not like too much, but then put raw prawns and continue stirring until your prawns, shrimp turn like the pinky, so they're cooked.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then you put them over steamed rice, and you got yourself
Sounds
garlic shrimp.
amazing.
And then you with your
Amazing.
salad. Now I've got to remember what you guys call all these things over there. So keep in mind if I fuck up. Okay,
No,
you
you're
need a
good.
red pepper, aka red capsicum. Then
Hang
you
on a
need to be able to.
Hang on a second.
Okay.
Hang on a second. Hey, Matt, I dropped the link. I don't know if you saw it. Tammy, you might want to check and see if Matt came up.
Oh,
in
he did too.
StreamYard.
Shit.
Are you there?
Hey, good looking.
Hey,
There he is.
hey, how are
Matt,
you?
have you met Rosalie?
Yes,
I'm
Hey,
waving.
Rosalie, how are you?
Hey, sweetie, I'm doing great. It's good to see you.
Excellent.
He's so
Hey,
sexy.
just let me know. Let me know if I'm breaking up or if it's roboting because I'm currently in the good
On the
old
chopper.
outback of Australia. I'm in the outback of Australia at the moment.
How
Well,
wonderful.
Oh my God, you're in Australia.
staying with my dad. Yeah, I'm with my dad.
Oh, beautiful.
That's
How are you doing,
awesome.
Tammy?
I'm good.
Thank you.
How was your Christmas?
I think
Sorry,
last time we spoke, I was in Bangkok, Thailand. It's me. Yeah.
Yeah,
think-
you were.
Is that okay?
You're breaking up a little bit though.
Am I there?
There you are.
You're here.
You
Okay, is he still there?
froze.
Okay, I'm just.
He's
I
here,
think
but
last
he's kinda
time we spoke, I was in Thailand.
Mm.
Yes.
Yeah, I think. Sorry about that.
That's okay.
Sorry.
Everyone gets the perv at your face, so it's all good. I should just put Matt on
I'll
a
try
solo
my
layer.
phone. Hang on.
Okay.
I loved the
it-
video where Matt was
Yeah.
showing from Thailand. That was
So
awesome.
did I.
Yes.
I found that beautiful.
I love it when we're able to
Thanks.
share our adventures with each other.
Yes, and I was relatively sober, which is a good thing. The problem
He's sober and he
the
showed
problem
us all
with
his
traveling.
girlfriend, and I just
That's
now that
okay.
I know his girlfriend. Sorry, this is probably going to
Is
upset you,
real.
Matt. So if I do, I apologize. Now that I know his girlfriend really exists, Rosalie, I need to stop calling him sexy, good looking. Can't call him that anymore because the girlfriend really does exist.
Hang on.
How about that?
I'll climb my.
You're breaking up a little bit, Matt. I'm going to talk over
He's
you
got to
here for a
try.
minute.
He's got to try coming back on
Hang
panel
on.
through
I
his
can-
phone.
Okay, I want to welcome Kez Chick 56, Hen
Oh my God,
Forster,
Kez!
Utter is
Sorry,
here.
that probably deafened everybody that has earphones in. I'm so sorry. I haven't seen Kaz in ages. I've been needing to talk to her, and she won't answer her phone to me. Oh, okay. Matt's coming back up, ladies and gentlemen. So he's
Yay!
got to try going through his phone. All right, let's try now.
Is that better?
It
Yeah,
appears
it's a
to
little
be,
bit
yeah.
quiet. You got to adjust the volume.
Okay. How about? Yeah. Well, I'm using my headphones.
I'm giving you a
okay?
thumbs up. Just
All
You got to
right.
what?
thumbs
Sorry,
up.
Rosalind.
Yeah, that sounds great. But I also wanted to welcome Hen Forster.
Hen Forster.
Yeah, and Utter is here. So
Oh, yeah.
still got a good group. So
I
yay
know. I'm
to
in shock. It's like, what the
you.
fuck?
You're worthy. You are worthy. You are worthy.
Oh, hey, Tracy. How you doing, sweetheart? Yeah, I feel very worthy. I feel awesome.
Okay, so Matt, here's what and Tammy, here's what and chat, what I want to propose to everyone here is if you have a channel, and even if you don't, when you come on Tammy's channel, and I'm taking a big step here, Tammy, I know, if you are able to get out and about in your area and share that experience with us here, I think that would be amazing. Last time I watched one of Tammy's replays, and Matt was in Bangkok, right, in Thailand, and he was able to walk around and show us the shops and the food and the people, and it was incredible. And his lovely girlfriend, and it was great. It does my heart good to know that here I am stuck in the middle of the USA, and I can watch something like that with someone who I'm considering a friend. So, y'all need to do that with me. And I promise I'll try and do
I
that.
think I might have to do a live when I go to the central markets here.
Oh, that'd be great.
I remember the you mean the central markets in Adelaide? Is that what you mean?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
They last time I went there, everything was like organic and out. You know, like I've forgotten all the terminology, but it looked like a
Hang
great
on,
place
is your
to shop.
girlfriend? Hang on, Matt. Is your girlfriend with you on your travels?
No, but I have got another girlfriend. I'll go and get her for you. Hang on.
Oh,
She's about 31 kilograms, and she's a pit bull terrier. Hang on.
Oh, okay. There's only room on the panel for one, bitch. God, that's me. I was about to cry and go, what the fuck, Matt?
Well, you know.
What the fuck? Well, I'm going to try and convince Matt to get his ass to Adelaide so that I can accidentally, on purpose, bump into him and fall towards him. No, I absolutely adore Matt. Matt is an absolute sweetheart. He's actually stood by me since pretty much the beginning. He was actually a fan of me before I actually had a channel, apparently. He found me in another channel and he thought I was really cool. And
yeah, I had seen Matt in other channels as well. So yeah.
Where is she? Oh, here she is. This is.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, this is Chico.
How did I get that home? So cute.
She.
Is her name Tammy?
Well, no, her name is Chico. Now I didn't know if that was like an offensive name or not. So I would always tell people like, this is my dog. But people have told me since that Chico means small. Is that correct? Yes or no?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
If you called it a chink, then yes, you'd be racist.
No, I would not. I would never.
Sorry to anyone I offended.
Chico is like, hey, boy. You know, boy.
Well, this is a girl and she's big. So I think the name is meant to be, like calling someone big tiny. But she is a girl and she has a boy's name. But she's a rescue, and I think my dad fostered her, and after a few weeks decided to adopt her. So she's a lovely dog.
Awesome.
Hey Matt, do we get to meet your dad?
Well, Chico, hang on, Chico wants to scratch. Hang on. He's currently he's outside working at the moment.
Okay.
Look at Chico wants to scratch.
Well, here's the thing, Matt. If you ever get another dog back in Vietnam, and it's a female, I give you permission to call it Tammy.
Well, we've got 2 dogs. I got
I
2
don't
dogs at
care.
home. You know, I've got a Pomeranian and I've got a French bulldog. So they're, you know, that's. I mean, I could try get another dog, but it's kind of.
Yeah, if you do,
think
call
2
it
is enough.
Tammy.
All right, we'll
Because at
call it
least
Tammy.
then I'm with you.
All right.
I
And
suck.
then if it's a boy, we'll call it Tamo. Tammy. Whatever. So yeah,
No, you can
Chico's
call
a
it
lovely
Tammy.
dog.
You can, hey, if it's a girl, you can call it Tammy, Tammie. But the boy version of Tammy is Tami.
Okay, so looks
And,
like
and pronounced
it's-
But
Tommy.
either way, Tammy's a
It's
good name.
settled.
So then if it starts humping your leg, you know, you're like, oh, for fuck's sake, Tammy.
Look at that look.
I'm so
Beautiful
sorry. That
dog.
was really inappropriate. I'm so sorry,
No, you're
Matt.
good.
Yeah, you're fine.
No,
That's okay.
you're
It's not
not.
showing up, Chico. I put her back outside because she, you know, even though she's friendly with me, she's very loyal to my stepmom. So I'll put her back outside. Hang on.
There you go.
I'll be back. Yeah, 30. So
Okay.
just 31 kilograms. So what's that about?
Oh,
What's that about? 80 pounds or something. So she's a big girl,
She is a big
Oh.
girl.
but yeah, she's absolutely gentle, unless you're a kitty cat, and then I don't think she's very friendly with you.
what's it like in
What's
Perth
the-
today, Dove?
Well, I'm not actually. I'm near Perth. I'm about 300 kilometers south. So, but it's not too
Oh.
bad. It's 27 at the moment. Like it's it's relatively warm. But yeah, it's all good. Everything's good in West Australia. Hang on, I'll just put her out because she's already wants to go.
Oh, you just turned your camera off. Sorry, ladies. He's gone off camera.
Well, and
Oh.
Forrester was saying that, let me see, thank you for rescuing. And I wrote back that it's his dad's dog. Isn't she a doll? And then Katie K is saying, if it's a boy, it could be Timmy. So it sounds like Tammy, sort of. And then Forrester saying, had a Frenchton named Frenchie. So adorable. Instant feel good vibes. I love animals. He says. And then people saying hello back and forth. And yeah, it's awesome. That's awesome. You got a good group here. This is awesome. And to be able to chat with you and Matt is just making my whole night. This has been great.
Yeah. Matt's, like I said, Matt is one of the few people that, male-wise, that I respect on the YouTube circuit. He's always been supportive of me. Like when I was on a different channel voicing about a certain situation, he
Yeah.
emailed me afterwards and said that I did really well, and I was worried that he was
is.
going to think I was a bitch. So Matt's been an amazing support, and I think he's one of the very few people that, if you're very
Thank you.
privileged to know him, you're very, very
Good.
lucky.
Yeah.
Oh, you heard all that.
Well, I just came back. I put the dog out, and she was already running away, going, "Oh my god, it was terrible! I had to."
Had to be nice.
It had to be nice. You
Matt,
only
do you
scratched me.
remember- Do you remember what channel we originally met on?
I met you on
Robbie's.
Jet's mum.
Yeah, was
Okay.
it Jet's mum? Was it? Okay.
Could've
I
been.
met you when you started coming onto a different channel. I won't
Okay.
mention because I don't like mentioning that channel name.
Okay.
That's when I first came
Okay.
across Matt. And yeah, I met you through Jet's mum, Rosalind.
How about that? That's awesome.
Yeah.
Again, it's another thing that technology just freaking amazes me sometimes. That again, here I am in middle of the USA and talking to people in Australia and getting to face to face. So it's pretty cool. It just freaks me out sometimes. It's like, wait, it's what time here? Oh my god, and you're where? Oh my god, that's
Yeah,
so cool.
it's-
You're halfway around the world.
It's interesting. No matter what time I go live, any time I go live, Matt appears in here. So it's pretty cool. It's like, hey, Matt's in
I
here.
tried to. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it- is it-
I appreciate it.
Am I echoing? Yes or no? Or is it all right?
It's all right from my ears.
Okay.
The answer is yes, and yes, it's all right.
So it is echoing.
Just
So I'll
a-
use headphones again. Hang on.
Just a little bit. There's just a little bit of back feed that's coming through the mic. Just a little bit.
We'll try. Well, because I had the phone. I got the phone standing up on the computer, so I think the microphone and the speaker was next to each other. And oh my god, I need a haircut. Look at that. My whole life, I've tried.
Look,
to
that's
compete.
why we are not on camera.
This whole
Don't
time,
encourage him to turn the camera off. I need eye candy.
this whole time, my whole life, I've been competing with this cowlick, and I just have to give into it. After 44 years, I just have to deal with a cowlick.
Yes, I understand.
And you know what's amazing is that Matt's actually older than me. So by me saying I think he's good looking and all the rest of it, I'm not being a perv.
Yeah, you are. We know your heart.
All right. Hey, I'll take these. I think these. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All righty, good.
My ears are bleeding.
No, I appreciate all the support you've shown me since I've had my channel, Matt. It means a lot to me. So I just want to extend a huge thank you to you for that. Now that you're on panel, I
You're
can say it
welcome.
to your face.
Yeah.
You're a good person. So
Thank you very much.
what else has been
Well, it's-
happening?
For me, well, this is the third country I've been in about 2 weeks. I think it is. I think
That's amazing.
let's see. I think I called you a while ago from Vietnam. Then I called you from Thailand. Now I'm in Australia. Now the next country I'm going to, by the looks of it, is I'll be in Bali in a few weeks' time. My eldest brother lives in Indonesia, so I'm gonna go visit him, and then
Are you coming
hopefully
to
after
Adelaide
that,
at all?
you know what? I think Bali is actually probably closer than Adelaide. How's that? I'm not going to be going to the. Sorry, Tammy. I'm probably going to come back to Australia in June.
Oh, be here for my birthday, please.
Oh, you're a Gemini like me, aren't you? So your birthday is, I think, just before mine. I think, or is it?
Mine,
Are you in June or May birthday?
June 5.
Okay, you're a few days. You're about a week after me. All right, and I'll come back to Australia. I think in about June, by the looks of it.
So I can't bump into you and fall on. No, I'm not repeating that because you weren't near the phone when I said that. I said that if you came to Adelaide, I will be honest. I said that if you came to Adelaide, I'll accidentally bump into you and fall towards you and land
so you
on.
have to catch her.
Yeah, so you'll have
Hey,
to
I'm
catch
just-
me if you don't want to fall too.
I'm just asking Tracy to please sign the life insurance policies before we get married. We'll just put it up to $1 million.
Oh
you
my
belong
God.
to
I'm
Tracy.
kidding.
No, no, I'm heavy, but I'm not that heavy. It's okay. I won't kill you yet. No, I'll just keep you prisoner. And then I'll say, now you know what it's like when it's hot weather in my unit.
Yeah, well, I'm surprised. Like normally, I'm just turning you up. Normally, West Australia for summertime is about 38 degrees, 37 degrees. You know, that's really hot. At the moment, it's only 27.
Oh, that's not here in Adelaide. Like overnight tonight, it's going to be 22 overnight. And then for the rest of the week, it's going to be like 33, 34, 38 by Saturday again.
Yeah. Okay.
But
I'm just acknowledging. Hey, let's have some questions from the chat. Let's have some random questions from the chat. Let's see. Question number 1 from Spirit Time. You better be coming to Melbourne while you're home, lol. All right, Spirit Time. I will, if I do come back, when I do come back to Australia, I wouldn't mind. I'd love to see Melbourne and Adelaide and then again. Yeah.
But I can guarantee you won't come to Adelaide. I'm the only one out of everyone that comes into my chat. I am the only one from Adelaide, as far as I'm aware. And yet no one comes to visit Adelaide. Everyone goes to Melbourne, Queensland, Sydney. Mind you,
No one comes to WA.
No, well, they're behind the times, literally behind the times.
Yeah.
But no, I've never been to Perth. The only place I've ever been in Australia is Melbourne. That's it. And I'm 40 years
Melbourne's
old.
a great place. Yeah, Melbourne's a great place. I like it there.
Yeah. If I ever went to Melbourne, I'd want to meet Spirit Time and Aussie True Crime, that's for sure, because they're amazing people. And I'm privileged to be able to call them friends too. So they're cool people.
Cool. Yeah, that's how long have we all known each other? It must be 2 years by now, maybe a bit more, maybe 2.5.
Yeah, I would say about that, because when you first came across me, I was on Zav Girl's channel.
That'd be more than 2.5 years then. Yeah.
It would have been about, I'd say, because when I first started appearing on people's panels, I'd talk about the Watts case. And there was Zav Girl, Mia's, and Seeking the Truth with Dave. I'll talk about it on those channels. And
Yeah.
yeah. So and then I thought, you know what, fuck it, I'm going to create my own channel. And I did.
Yeah, I think I saw Mia in the chat before. I wanted to come up earlier, but when I got home, my dad was literally just turned the power off and he was fixing some of the electricity. So we
no,
just
please can't be
so I missed
careful.
that. I was hoping
No,
to
it's
say
okay.
hello to people.
No, Mia's still in here, I think. I'm not
Okay,
sure.
cool.
Is there any
Excellent.
does anyone else got any questions for Matt or Rosaline or me? I can't
Yeah,
read the chat, so just I'll let you read the questions if there's any.
I've been reading the chat and answering them.
I know. I can see you.
We have someone called Spirit Time came in.
Yeah.
And I had not seen
Yep.
that name
Welcome,
before,
Spirit
so
Time.
welcome. And
Spirit
pretty
Time
much-
is Aussie True Crime's partner.
great. Welcome.
Partner in crime and yep, I'm just got in large chat.
There you
Hey
go.
Atanata, how you doing? I think that's you.
Hey, Nutter. Nutter. That's hard to say with Atanata. G'day, Atanata. Nutter.
It's funny how you sound
Hey,
so Aussie when you do that. Atanata.
Atanata. Yeah.
I'm not even going to try.
Oh, fucking hell.
Chick Tracy, hey there.
Hey,
Oh yeah,
Tracy.
I'm not sure if it's which one does Tracy like, you or Muck Boys? I'm trying to remember which one. Tracy, help me out here, sweetheart, because I don't want to flirt with your
Well, let me just get my whiteboard. Now, I've written it down somewhere. I've got the.
Start drawing diagrams.
Yes. What does Tammy have that these other women don't? She doesn't have air conditioning, so we can go to her house for a sauna.
There you go.
Oh, that's fucking funny.
How about that? How about that brutal? Sorry to bring it down. How about that brutal murder scene up in Idaho? What is it?
I'm trying to avoid listening to that.
Yeah, I'm just going to mention. I'll just mention it once. But what is it with these small towns having absolutely brutal or missing? It's terrible.
It is.
They're so freaking bored. There's nothing else to do. Hey, what would happen if I shoved a knife in here and pulled it all the way up to your neck? Okay, that didn't work. You come over here. Let me try you. They got nothing better to do. No, that's horrible.
No, I think it's very sad when, like, I've been listening to on YouTube, they have these cold case files, and it's like a marathon, and I've been listening to them, and just listening to some of the horrific crimes that do, as you said, go on in small towns. Like,
yeah,
it's really sad. And then when you look at, like, in your hometown, like here in Adelaide, the cases we have, like we have the Snowtown, we have the Truro murders, we have the Beaumont children, all that sort of stuff. We have the Rihanna Barreau, who's been missing for a very, 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 very long time, and there's been no trace of her. We have the girls from the Adelaide Oval going missing, and all this sort of stuff. It's just really, 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 really fucked up.
There's more to the Snowtown murders than we know. That it actually, this is what I learned is. Now, what it was, they had like was it an old Commonwealth Bank or something they rented?
State Bank.
Okay, and they had the bodies, in barrels, literally in the vault. Now, the reason, I think there's more to it. Now, what happened, I think a year or so before, there was a car bombing right outside like a Melbourne courtroom.
Yep. Oh, yeah, I remember that, the police station one, yep.
That police station, that's right. So this guy basically stole like a high-end cop car and rigged it up with a bomb and blew it up outside the police station. Like a female detective or female officer died. And now what they did, they traced the bomb maker back to a house because it was part of the bomb was made with like I think it was copper or brass. Now they traced it to a bin. Like this guy, they traced it to this house. This guy had like literally made the bomb using his bin, and that was linked. Now, I think one of the people that was staying there was linked to a gang to the Snowtown murders.
Yeah,
so
I heard about that too.
So there's a lot people. Obviously, there's the Snowtown murders, just as grisly, but there's more links to it. Now, I think I saw that. I mean, I saw that on it was an Australian show. I think it was like it was I think what's it called, cold
Crime
case investigation or something.
Yeah,
something like that.
It was
So
crime scene investigations.
that's it.
It was Lisa
Now we
McKeon,
just
that Steve guy.
so we really want to tie. If there's somebody's going to talk about on these YouTube channels, they're going to talk about the Snowtown murders. There's like a whole side to it that everyone just kind of avoids. But in a nutshell, that is my understanding. They traced the bomb maker back to the house, and one of the, because I guess if you're a bomb maker, you have a bunch of people crash on your couch here and there, and they just happen to be connected with a murderous gang of thugs. So I guess there's something in the water. I don't know.
Yeah, it's just really fucking sad when they think probably they see it as because of the bombing side of things. It didn't. Sorry. With the bomb, it was so quick, and it was, pretty much casualties was instant. With the Snowtown murders was actually more gruesome because of the way that some of them. This is a trigger for anyone who is not wanting to hear this. They were electrocuting them. They were cutting off their fingers.
Torturing them.
Yeah. It was fucking disgusting. And then finding out also that they would actually continue to claim, they would get people that were on a pension. So when you're here in Australia, as Matt probably maybe knows, you have to be able to claim, say, any kind of money. Sometimes you have to lodge a form, whereas you're on a pension, you don't have to lodge a form. Now, what happens is with this is the fact that they were taking people that were on what we call over here a disability support pension. They were actually kidnapping those people mainly because they didn't have to lodge a form. So they were still, for 6 to 12 months after these people were going missing, they were still claiming
pensions.
their money. Yeah.
They were claiming idiots.
Exactly. So it traced back. But like I said, you don't have to, when you're on a pension over here in Australia, you don't have to find, say, 10 jobs in one fortnight or apply for 10 or anything like that. You just get the payment into your bank account and away you go. But they weren't getting people that were employed because obviously it would draw attention. Why isn't this person come to work? We better put out an Amber Alert or whatever it's called for this person going missing and not showing up for work for a week. Whereas if they got people that were on pensions or anything like that, nothing was even reported because you don't have to make a report to get your money. So they were declaring one person for 6 months. It's fucking disgusting.
I'll just point out my grandmother painted. Hang on. Sorry, StreamYard is always reverse.
Hang on, I'll do a solo layout. Hang on, I'll do a solo layout so you can show that picture. In the
here we go. This is my grandmother painted that. That's
Sweet.
Yeah, my grandmother painted a lot. Yeah, and
I'm just going to keep you on camera because I can.
Okay. So, is this like the Corey hotline, like in The Simpsons? Hi, you called the Corey hotline. Here's words. So my grandmother painted that. That is a scene from England. I think that's my cousin's ice skating on a pond. My grandmother loved to paint landscapes and still lives. She did teach me painting, and I am absolutely woeful. I studied art all through high school, and I'm just no good at it. But I do appreciate good art. So there we go. If anybody's wondering why it looks like I'm sitting in an antique shop, it's because, well, I kind of am, Yeah.
Rosalind, you don't mind Matt being on the screen, do you?
No, it's fine.
I just
one thing because
if Tracy's go on.
Keep going. No, you're fine.
No, you're going to read it. You're going to read a question. So, what's one thing you want?
No, not at all. I was just butting in, as usual.
Have you caught up with chat yet, Matt? Have you caught
I'm
up
just
with
I'm doing just
I'm
fine.
just
I can
getting
see
all the females in here with a heartbeat and a pulse who find you good looking. I'm just getting them a chance to look at you properly.
Well, I guess everybody. I guess everybody can see my lovely locks. My red hair.
Do you? Okay, here's a question.
Did you ever?
Because you have red hair. Do you ever get offended by getting called a ranger?
No, it's fine with me.
Or ginger.
Doesn't bother me.
No, because I've never understood why people do that. Like, why they call people with me calling me a blondie. Yeah, it makes sense because I'm a blondie. But calling someone with reddish hair, calling him a ranger, like, why the fuck would you do that? Like,
It's fine.
like,
It's okay with me.
well, for what it's worth, you're the only good-looking redhead I know so far.
Thank you. I'll just cheers.
I love how I trip
Thank
up
you.
your words sometimes because you go a bit red.
Let's just embarrass the man.
It's fine.
It's easy to do. No, Matt knows that if I say anything in a
Hang on.
pro,
Keep going. I'm
I'll
just
be
here.
fine with that because I don't want to upset him. Oh,
I'm just
so he
typing in
disappears
chat.
after I do a
Katie
solo
K is
layout.
saying that.
Oh, I'm
"Woohoo!"
back. Hang on. I'm
There you
back.
go.
I'm back. I just had to type. All right. What up?
Oh, good.
So I think.
Oh, all right. So when did you?
Good.
So when did you land in Australia? From jet lag?
I arrived in Perth. I think it was the 30th, so right before New Year's Eve, I think. So I was in Thailand for Christmas, and I was in Thailand for Christmas, which was great. I'd be very happy to live in Thailand. I think it's a beautiful place, and the food is amazing. And I was Thailand for Christmas, and now I was in Australia for New Year's Eve. So, and
Your
both
dad
times
must have
I
been
was
really
in
happy
bed.
to see you.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm going to stay for a month, because I'm here to I think I was telling you last time we were here to settle at my mum's estate. We had to sold her house and sold her car. So we took that's all taken care
That
of.
would have been quite emotional to do.
Oh, absolutely. I mean,
Are you okay?
A few weeks ago I wasn't feeling, but I think now I've managed to let go, which is not easy to do, you know.
It's
But we're lucky. We're lucky to we settled that.
Losing someone so close, it's a process of letting go, and it may take years, it may take months, it may take years. I still pick up the phone to call my mother, and she passed in 2016. You know, and there's times when it's even more challenging than others. So at this point, I'm at the age where I'm ready to retire. It's just a matter of months. So I'm also in the process of getting my things in order so that my son does not have to fuck through shit of mine, that he doesn't have to go through all my things and get rid of them. So I'm getting rid of things now. So not that I'm going to be passing anytime soon that I know of, but
not today, please. Not anytime soon, please.
It's such a process.
And I'm
sorry to cut you off. Can you two talk amongst yourselves for a second? I've really got to go to the loo.
Alrighty. Well, I'm such a mama's boy, so that's what hit me. Is like anything happens, I'm like, I'll tell my mom. I'll tell my mom what happened. Yeah. And even when I was going to go to the cemetery to see her, my first thought was, I got to tell my mom. And I went, oh my God, I'm going to be visiting my mom's grave in a sec. You know,
it's going to hit you at the oddest ways, and at the oddest times. But I want to give you props for being strong enough to even talk about it at this point.
Yeah.
Because I know how hard that could be. So I won't dwell on it very much longer. I just want to let you know, you're doing well, and she's so proud of you.
Thank you very much. So but I make sure I got to make sure I come back and visit her as often as I can, visit her grave and take some flowers and
I know that feels like something you have to do. Know that anytime you just sit down and go, hey mom, she's right there. She's right there waiting to listen.
Yeah.
So don't feel like you have to make it back. She understands if you don't get to the tombstone, to that specific area where you left the shell. Because she's
in a nice place though. The beautiful where she is now. It's lovely. There's plenty of trees, plenty of flowers. And I'm just gonna say bye, Kez. See you again, Kez.
Bye,
I see
Kez.
she's going.
Kez.
You wash your hands, Tammy.
Yes, Matt.
I did it.
Nah, I thought I'd go for a number one and then just enjoy the stench. Of course, I bloody wash my hands.
Fragrance.
I'm telling everyone my secrets. No, I'm joking. No, your mum, I can tell you now, I reckon she'll be so proud of you, and I reckon she'll continue being proud of you.
Yeah, I hope so. I mean, yeah.
If it's upsetting you to talk about her, Matt, you know you
That's
can
fine.
change the subject, sweetheart.
No, it's okay.
Can I ask you, okay, here's a question either one of you might know the answer, or people in chat might.
Just take me off big screen, please. Take me off big screen.
Fine.
Thank you.
There you go. Okay. Do people add mayonnaise to their fried rice?
No,
No.
not in this area.
Because I've known a few people who do it, and it's just like, why the fuck would you do that?
Well, fried rice, you can add anything. I think leftovers or what, but mayonnaise is not something I've tried. I mean, I've usually add an egg or two to fry through the rice, but I've never tried mayonnaise. Who recommended that to you?
A friend of mine said she did that to add moisture to her rice.
Okay. But you want the rice to be as dry as possible. So adding moisture, it's
the purpose, right?
Yeah, I mean, I've eaten fried rice in about 10 different, like Malaysian, Indonesian fried rice, Malaysian fried rice, Singapore fried rice, Thailand fried rice, Vietnam fried rice, Cambodian Thai rice, Australian fried rice, and they're all the Asian countries I've been through. I think I had fried rice in Taiwan. It wasn't that good. I haven't been to China yet, but I'm going to avoid China for the next. I don't know.
That would be very wise. That would be very wise.
Yeah, I'm going to avoid. Even though China is very near where my home is, I'm not going to bother going there at the moment. But as far as fried rice goes, you really want that rice to be dry as possible. Like you want, not saying your friend is incorrect at all. If she's happy with that rice, then you go, girl. But as far as and remember, you need to trust me. I'm a fat guy, so I know food. But especially I think Thailand gets my vote for my favorite, or Indonesia is my favorite fried rice, and it really is. You want that rice to be a day old.
There used to be a rice dish that I used to be able to get. It was called kapote.
Okay.
And it was absolutely beautiful. It had like bits of chicken, tomato, bean sprouts, all that kind of crap you normally get in a fried rice. But it was absolutely, it was beautiful. It was KAO and then PAD and then THAI. So kapote.
Oh, okay. Is it Thai? Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, pad Thai. Okay.
That's how they say it here.
I had plenty of pad Thai last week. I was eating it every day.
Making my pad Thai. I miss making my pad Thai. It's fucking. I buy it when it's in I buy the jars, and everyone thinks I'm nuts for doing this. What I do is I cook the rice up in half a jar of the sauce, and then I add the from Coles over here. You can get the frozen stir fry mix. I add that. And then I cook the noodles, then I add the noodles, then I'm really bad. I add the other jar, if needed, of the sauce and then stir it all in together. And I'm like, yeah.
Sure.
I'm making myself hungry, but Matt disappeared. See you, Matt. Oh, he's adorable. He'll probably pop back and go, sorry about that.
No, he'll probably will because he's dealing between the phone and the computer.
Oh, it's all right.
He says, hang on, I hit the wrong button.
It's okay, Matt.
And checking on chat, Aussie Jen is saying that she loves rice cookers. Enforcer's giving a bunch of emojis. That's sweet. I don't know what the square one is, but giving hearts and it's not coming across on my computer
it's
here.
hand holding the heart, doing a heart shape as a hand. Thank you for that, Enforcer. Welcome to my chat. You were here earlier, I know, but I just want to say welcome. Welcome to all of you for being in here, and thank you for all your support, everybody. I am going to wrap this up very soon, I think, because I need to go and make something to eat. it's fucking hot. Why
Yeah, I
can't it just
understand.
click and be in I would love to be in the Antarctic right now. That would be fine for me to do cooking in that weather. It's just
you could come here and cook too. It's 0 degrees Celsius here.
that would suit me
So,
fine. I'll be happy to cook in that weather. I just don't like
right?
trying to cook. No, I'm serious, because at least if you heat up the house, at least your house is warm.
Right.
You
Right.
try cooking
I'd much
here and
rather
you're
it
just
be colder.
Like the
No,
other
I
night, I'll be honest
understand.
with all of I cooked up this because I buy microwave rice. I'm really slack, and plus it's cheaper. And over here, you get like 5 packets of single serve rices for like 5 packets for like $4. And I checked the temperature because I downloaded and it turns out it's probably not accurate. But I temporarily downloaded this temperature thing on my phone and it said that my unit was 44.4 degrees. I went and
Good
cooked
Lord.
something and my unit went up to 50.2.
Holy crap.
So
That's
it's fucked.
ridiculous.
It is
Yeah.
ridiculous because it's like, how is anyone supposed to live through this? Like, I admire Matt for living in Vietnam where I'm pretty sure it's hot most of the time, but it's just like, I'm a winter baby, literally, because I'm born in June. So I'm a winter baby. And I'm proud of that fact. So everybody live on a wing and a prayer that I get what I need to get so I can do what I need to do. Until everyone else then,
How
are you coming out today?
Tammy, how many months out of the year would you be able to use such a fan?
I would use it 4 months out of. Oh, hang on, let me tell you. I'll use it for summer and autumn, so technically half the year.
Good. So it would
6
be
months.
worth. It would be worth
So it's
people
very handy.
giving it to your PayPal, and that was about what, 150 or so?
Yeah, exactly. That's why I say, if you can help. If you can't, it's fine. You don't have to give it any explanation. And this is for everyone in chat. There's no explanation required. And plus, the reason I'm also collecting it through my PayPal is because then that way, if I find a cheaper one, I can hopefully then get 2 for the price of the one I want to get. So if anyone's asking, oh, where do you want to get it? Show us where you want to get it from. Send us the link. Yeah, no. I'd rather the money just go to my PayPal. And that way, like I said, if I find one that, say, for example, the one I've seen at Bunnings is like, I think 129. If I find it cheaper and I could get, say, 2 for the price of just the one, then that's what I'll do.
Yeah.
So then I can have one for the lounge room, one for the kitchen, one for my bedroom. Whereas if I say to people, here's the link and you buy me that one, I then have to struggle to move it out of my bedroom to move it into the kitchen. And then I have to struggle to move it into my lounge room, and it's difficult. So please be understanding as to why I'm suggesting the PayPal for that. Everybody try and understand. If you know anyone who wants to give away money, give them my PayPal. It's all good.
Sometimes it is that easy. Sometimes it's a little bit of a struggle, but sometimes it is that easy.
I understand that. But like I said, I'm leaving it up to people. Like, if you guys can't help, that's completely fine and stuff. Because, like, I'll be honest with all of you, I have about 5 to 10, I nearly said hot showers. I'm going fucking good. Cold showers a day just to try and keep my skin hydrated. And like, before I got back from the bathroom, I actually drenched the front part of my face and the top part of my head, and that is literally now all dry apart from a little bit that's like my grown in fringe that is still wet.
Wow.
So if you're feeling generous,
if you miraculously were to get money for a fan, say between now and Tuesday, if that were to happen, how soon would you be able to make it so that fan would get to you?
I would personally, if I was to get that, I would personally then go and buy it that day.
Okay.
And Matt's back.
All right, I'm back.
Hey, we're talking about Tammy and how she would be able to, how soon, if money was miraculously to show up in her PayPal, how soon she would be able to get this wonderful fan she's talking about. And
you've heard of Velocity fans, haven't you, Matt?
Velocity fans?
Hang on, I was going to. Did you say Velocity Vans?
Fan.
Fans.
Oh,
Velocity.
fan.
Yeah, it's the one that cools down your house, and then it rotates the cool air that the Velocity fan has accumulated. It doesn't work like a normal pedestal fan, if that makes sense.
No, I haven't heard of it. I know Adelaide was stinking hot when I was there last. I think it was hotter than Perth.
Yeah.
Perth is hot. Perth gets 40 degrees. But I
Yeah,
remember
we
like
get that here
that's
too.
yeah, that and then Adelaide you get that plus the humidity. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
where I am in Ho Chi Minh City, every day is about 31, 32, 33 degrees. It's perfect. But
Yeah.
at nighttime, it's always 99%, 98% humidity. So it's pretty humid where I am in Vietnam. But I remember Adelaide was just more humid than that. I don't know how.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's disgusting. But like in answer to your question, and sorry, answer Rosalind's question. If I was to miraculously get that in there and stuff, I would purposely then tell if it was like late on the Tuesday or whatever, I'll then tell Steve to come over Wednesday before work, and I would go and personally buy it myself. And that way, because he's got a car, I don't, because I
Okay,
don't
so you do
drive.
have means. You do
Yeah,
have
I
the
have means to
means with
go pick it
which to
up, and
go
that's what I'm
and get
saying.
this unit.
That's why I've always said to people that I would rather have the money there, so that way I can then also shop around. Like with the shed I got it for what I got it, and then for the price I paid, and I told people how
Yeah.
much it was, and everyone that helped me again for that, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. But like I said, with this Velocity fan, it's the fact that, like I said, I can go get it easily, and then even if it doesn't, and there's hypothetically a little bit extra, then I can just get an Uber. I'm saying Uber because everybody knows what Uber is. If I
Yeah.
said Didi or Ola, people are like, whereas if I say
Whatever.
Uber, everybody
Right.
knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So I can then, if Steve can't come and do that, then I'll just go down and buy it and then get him to get his ass over after work and then assemble it for me, or I'll ask my neighbour to assemble it and see if he could do something nice for me for a change.
And would it make that much? Would it improve the quality of life as you know it?
Yes, I do believe it will, because then that way I can actually do things that I need to do.
So is the Velocity fan? Oh,
Go
so you
ahead.
keep going. You go.
I lost my train of thought. I'm sorry. I'm old. I have to say it when it pops in. Okay, so have you experienced this Velocity fan for yourself?
Yes.
Have you been in
Yes, I
front
have.
of one and you see how it works, and it would not
I'll
be
be
a
honest
big
with you.
drain? I'm
In
sorry.
front
I'm
of them,
asking all the mom questions. I'm
That's
sorry.
fine. I appreciate you asking. No, because you're asking questions that probably people in chat want the answers to too. So if you've got questions that you want to know about them in chat, please feel free to ask them. I was in front of one last summer, and let's just say that if I had the ability to sneak it out of that person's house and bring it back to mine, I would have. It's like I actually was at her house. I had already slept the night before because she had the air conditioner on where I was. And then what happened is I woke up, she turned that off, and she turned on the Velocity fan, and I fell back to sleep for another 10 hours.
Okay,
Wow.
So
And the
it's bad, but it does improve my sleeping pattern as well. And thank you to the person who just put that in my PayPal, by the way.
Yeah, Aussie True Crime did that. Very nice.
Thank you, Aussie
Excellent,
True Crime.
Thank you.
I don't.
And how would
Matt,
it
hang on, sorry,
affect-
Rosalind, hang on a second. Matt, I don't normally mention people's names when they donate to me.
Oh,
That's why I said thank you.
said.
Oh, she
Okay,
just said
no
she
problem.
did. No, I'm
She wrote
just
in the
saying in
chat.
general, I don't normally unless they
I
mention it then.
understand.
Yeah, because I don't want
No
people to be looked at as though, oh, they donated, better be nice to
Okay.
them. You know what I mean? I don't want people thinking that's the way to get respect. I want people, unless they write in chat that they've donated, then
Which
I
you
don't
did.
acknowledge them as an individual. Sorry. It's just
Okay, so
to
my
protect
question
them.
was, yeah. What my next question was going to be is, do you have any idea how much electric this unit would charge you, and is that something that you have to pay that bill, and would it impinge on your
I still have to pay the
income?
bill at the end of 3 months, but at this point in time, with my electricity bill anyway, I have $40 every fortnight coming out for my bill. So that way
Okay.
I don't see the bill. So I'm already basically paying
Okay.
anywhere from 80 to 120 a month for my electricity already. So I'm prepaying it. So that way I
Okay.
don't get a huge bill at the end of the 3 month cycle.
Okay, I'm just I'm just asking all the mom questions. That's all.
I'd rather you
something
ask them because it's fine.
if
If
something
anyone
was
has any questions, ask them. It's fine.
yeah.
I'm not going to
So,
turn around
yeah.
and go, I'm sorry, you cannot ask that question. That is just so inappropriate. I'm an open book. If I'm asking for help, I'm
Do you want Do you want a fan on the floor, or do you want a stand-up unit?
I want a pedestal fan. That's what velocity fans
Okay,
are. They're
pedestal
normally
fan.
on
Yeah.
because that way, if I have one that's closer to the floor, yes, it's going to be good. But because all my windows in my unit, apart from in my kitchen and in my spare room, all like my lounge room windows are close to the floor. If that makes sense, like they're bottom windows. And whereas if I
Bye-bye,
have a pedestal,
Jen.
what?
Oh, I was just jumping in to say bye-bye, Jen.
Oh, bye, Jen. Hope you
Aw,
feel
bye,
better
Elsie
soon,
Jen.
sweetheart. Yeah, with a pedestal fan, it will actually help because that way when the hot air comes through the bottom of the windows, what's going to happen then is that the air above that is going to be somewhat cool. So that will circulate that air. So by the time the warm air from the bottom of the windows goes up to it, the air above there will already be cool anyway. So that's why I'm hoping to get a pedestal one. A floor one will
See,
be
and
fine as
All right,
well. I'm not
fair
fussed,
enough.
but a pedestal fan's better because it's got more range and it will actually circulate the air above me more than because they say the hottest part of your body is your head. I don't sleep standing up if people are curious. But when I'm lying down, at least then it will circulate and then the cool air will come down onto my bed, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you said something about you don't sleep standing up. And then
No.
you said that, yeah, I
I found a
agree.
couple
I agree.
of
It's all
my
about
work.
your head and your feet.
See,
Hey, I heard a
Yeah,
joke
pedestal
today. You want to
fan.
hear it?
You can... Sure.
I do want to hear your joke.
All right, here's a joke. What's the difference between a lobster with big boobs and a dirty bus stop?
Oh my God.
What's the difference between a
God.
lobster with big boobs and a dirty bus stop?
I don't
Only one
I'm afraid to
exists.
ask.
Yeah, well, one is a busty crustacean, and the other one is a crusty bus station. And that took me a minute to spit that out, but
That's hilarious. That's hilarious.
that's a clean joke for today. There we go. And we've got bye-bye, Brandy. We've got Brandy
reckon
saying
that's
goodbye. Okay.
Bye, Brandy.
You know,
Take
I
care
heard-
of yourself.
Tammy,
I heard that
Right.
joke today, and I told the guy I'm going to steal
Hang
that
on.
joke, and I had to practice it to get it because I get tongue-tied.
a busty
Okay.
crustacean.
Well, you did very
or a
good.
crusty
Sorry, now what were you saying,
crustacean.
Thank
That's
Rosalind?
funny. I was asking. I'm googling this velocity fan, and it must be something different here, because all I'm seeing are these big round fans that set on the floor. Or
That's
a
what I was
pedestal,
asking about. Yeah.
and
Yeah, I
it
looked
just
too.
moves the air quickly. And if it's just blowing air, it's just blowing. So I'm not seeing what you're seeing.
Oh, okay.
You know,
Tammy, is it a fan that
okay, do me a
blows
favour.
water? Does
There's
it
mist
blow
fans
water
that do that.
mist?
No, that's a mist fan, and they suck.
Okay.
Rosalind, if you can, just send me a PM quickly, and I'll send you the one I'm talking about. I'll send you a picture of it because I can't PM you while I'm on panel. But if you've got a computer in front of you, so you might be able to.
Right. Okay, it'll take me a minute, but I will.
Okay, cool. Thanks, Dale. Because then I can just send you a picture of what I'm talking about.
Perfect. Because
hey, I'll be right back. I'm just going to grab a drink.
Right.
Hang on.
Okay.
Yeah, I just don't want you being ripped off or nothing, you know.
No,
And
it's all good.
obviously, you are a smart woman. You have looked into this. You know.
Yes.
Let me see Messenger.
For the last 2 summers, I've been looking into this. Yes.
See. So, and I'm just new here, so I don't know. So here I am. I am just going to say, hey, Facebook Messenger went your way.
Oh, yep. There you go. Got you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah. So for you guys in chat, if you have not been keeping up, which sometimes it's hard, sometimes we get boring here, but never on Tammy's channel, God forbid. But we're talking about Tammy's talking about, and that's what I'm seeing, and that's twice as much as I see them on my. But I know things in Australia are higher.
Yeah,
so,
things in Australia are just a waste of money. But that's the one I'm hoping to get. But that's why I'm saying, if you can share the screen, then we can show people what I'm talking about.
Let me see. If
I don't know how to do that.
It'll
I don't know how to share it on my part. That's why.
see if I can go to that website. Then let's see, can I copy
Because like I said,
image?
if I get that and then I find one cheaper, then obviously I find one cheaper and then I get two if I find one cheaper. But yeah.
Yeah, it's not letting me.
Oh, okay. Or you can share
But
the screen. No. Oh. If people want to know what it looks like, just PM me.
it's a
That's
huge
easier.
pedestal fan that blows air at incredible velocity so that it really
Exactly.
moves air. And in the moving of the air at such higher velocities, it thereby cools it. So it's not just blowing hot air around the room.
Oh, well, there you go. Glad you
Now
could
it
explain that
says,
because I couldn't.
well, yeah.
Oh,
And oh God, I wish I could. Let me see if I can
And
pull.
we're back.
And he is
welcome
back.
back.
Can you spot the difference?
You've changed your shirt.
Yes, I have.
You could have
While I
changed
was
your shirt on
outside,
camera.
I caught a whiff of my shirt, and I thought, that's got to go.
Right, you can't smell you here. It's all right.
That's got to go.
Oh,
Night, Brandy J.
But
Brandy J.
hey, one thing I like about Australia is
Bundaberg.
Bundaberg ginger beer.
Oh, yes. Oh, if you ever get back to the shops before you leave, try the guava and apple in the Bundaberg
Well,
brand.
this is tropical mango, so this is pretty damn good. I'm pretty happy with this.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the guava one's my favourite.
I'll try. I'll have a look for it.
Yes. I love guava. What do you expect?
Mm. All right, well, that was my exciting
You
news.
you just missed Rosaline explaining what a velocity fan is. No, it was very interesting because would you like to explain it again, Rosaline?
I'll look at it. I'll look for it later on. It's fine.
Okay.
Oh goodness.
No, I just think that, like I said, with the air it blows out, it's at a high velocity, so it cools down the air.
Oh, okay.
Because when you get a normal
Wow.
pedestal fan, first of all, they suck. And they
Right.
only rotate the hot air that's present. It doesn't do anything to cool it down.
So
Okay.
it's what I saw were normal pedestal fans. When I put the velocity fan in the Google search in Australia, it brought in high velocity fan, which is, again, it just spins at a higher velocity, so it's moving the air faster, thereby cooling it, so it's not just blowing around hot air.
Okay.
Right.
I love how you said it the first time with like such enthusiasm. The next time it's like, oh, for fuck's sake, here we go. This is what it does.
I made a mistake and looked at the clock. So
Oh, did you need to get some sleep, my darling?
yeah, I think I should, but I'm up to
Okay.
something now. So give me a second. And
Okay, then,
I'll,
sweetheart. Well, thank you very, very much for being on
no,
panel with me.
don't say all this shit yet. Give me a second. I'm doing something. I'm in the middle of something. So talk
Okay,
amongst
snappy.
yourselves, huh?
You know what? Anytime someone used to snap at me when I was a kid, like up until I was about 18, I used to always go, snap, snap, snap. Instead of saying she's so snappy, I just go, she's not snappy.
Yeah.
And it used to annoy the hell out of my mum, but hey, shit happens. I annoy my mum a lot. And if you happen to watch this on replay, I love you, Mum. I actually just told my mum I loved her live on my channel.
Ah, good.
Oh, I didn't get to leave a message. Doggone it. Tammy, get your fan.
Oh, wow. Thank you.
Okay. Just shush up. Just I hope you can get your fan this week.
Yes.
Sooner the better. Because if it's going to make a difference in your quality of life, I think, you know, with all of us donating in here, anyway that was able to, I think we know you. We know your heart.
No, you're all amazing. Thank you.
You're welcome. Just caught us at a good time, I guess. Yeah, that's it. 'Cause, you know,
Well,
You're
Go
going
ahead,
to
Matt.
disappear
I'm going to
too?
jump down soon. I got to teach in about 35 minutes, so I need to start getting ready. So
So even on holidays, you have to teach.
yeah, well, I teach online, so
I want to learn
yeah,
about
there's
that. I think
Okay.
so the only, I mean, I took time off for you know, obviously I was flying, like I lose a day or two from flying, and but so I'm still working, which is, I like it because, you know, still have a job.
Okay,
I need to keep
Matt.
Yep.
Okay. Can you teach me something?
Okay. What do you want to know?
Okay. You're all witnesses to this, Matt. I've forgotten how to make out. Can you teach me?
Smooth.
He
Smooth.
already agreed. So if he comes back to Adelaide in June, he better bring his girlfriend.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Oh my goodness.
Is that against like terms of service for
That's how
wrenches
it's okay. Well, how about this?
Actually,
I'm a little
no.
bit tongue-tied. Can you teach me how to untie my tongue?
Here you go. If you're a fan of stunning kites and cunning stunts, then you should buy a cunning stunt kite. Try that, and
Nope.
be very careful with that one.
Oh,
Be
you're
very
basically-
careful with that one.
Yes, I know what you're calling me. So
Yeah,
I won't bring
don't
that
be
up.
very careful. I have to think about that one when I say it.
I'm still
That's probably
stuck
the
on
most difficult tongue twister I know.
I'm still stuck on the busty crusty crusty
my
busty.
most difficult. She said the father short.
Awesome.
No, no one's
Well,
going to try.
I'm going to jump down. I got to jump down. So thank you very much. I'll be in chat for a little bit.
It's good.
Okay, then,
Otherwise,
darling. Thank
great
you.
to
And
see
I was
you both.
joking. I'm not going to ask you to cheat on your girlfriend. Don't worry.
I know.
All
I
right,
get it.
darling.
I
You
know.
take care of
Alrighty.
yourself, and you're a good person, Matt.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
See you,
Bye-bye.
darling. Bye. I hope I didn't
Hey,
offend
Tammy.
you.
Tammy, when you
Yes.
end the live, will you stay on with me for a moment?
Yeah, for sure. I'll actually
Okay.
end the live now and talk to you behind the scenes. It's all good. All right,
Perfect.
doll.
Good night, everybody.
Everybody.
Chat.
Okay, everybody take care of yourselves and just remember that I appreciate all of you. You're all important. All your opinions matter. And until next time, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Bye.
Bye.